Esteemed adventurers, you are cordially invited to an exquisite dinner at the Manor of Lord Bloodstone, in the quaint town of Blind Man's Barrow. As the lord over this gothic and mysterious town on the coast, Lord Bloodstone eagerly anticipates your presence for an evening of fine company and splendid fare. Indulge in freshly baked goods, gaze upon fine artifacts, and savour a sumptuous roast griffin joint prepared especially for your heroic appetites. Alongside the revelry, Lord Bloodstone also seeks your counsel and assistance on matters of great importance to the realm. Your bravery and wisdom are much needed, and your presence would be an honour. We eagerly await your attendance at this gathering of heroes. Okay, you find yourselves in a carriage going down a dark road on the way to Blind Man's Barrow on the coast, and it's raining outside, there's thunder, there's lightning. It's not a nice night to be out. And you have quite a chatty carriageman who is driving you. Well, hello young heroes. How are we doing?
Yes, very well, my girl. No, I'm only joking. I bet I got you though, didn't I?
Indeed you did, fine lady.
Hey, lady.
What in name are you doing out in weather like this on the way to Blind Man's Barrow?
We've been invited to a feast.
Oh.
And we're on our way to go Bloodstone Manor.
Oh, Bloodstone Manor, you say?
I'm hoping you know where you're going. You're driving.
Oh, yes. No, I do. I fell asleep at the wheel for a minute. I'm not quite sure what this accent is.
Suddenly Irish.
I know, yes.
It's so hard to maintain it.
It is, yeah. Well, I can tell that you're all adventurers with all of your weapons and armor. Now, I need to tell you, beware this Bloodstone Manor. Dark things have been happening there of late. Blind Man's Barrow is not the fabled place it was many years ago. Keep your guards and your wits about you. Things may not be as they seem. As the carriage pulls forward, it pulls up to a large gate, and the gate creaks open as if supernaturally. No one is there to open them. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Ella.
Welcome.
Who needs pocket bars?
I know, exactly, yeah. It creaks open, and before you, illuminated by the lightning and the thunder, you see the manor before you. Lights on in the windows, and it seems like revelry is happening inside. The carriage pulls up to the front, and the carriageman comes out and lets you out. As I said, fine warriors, keep your wits about you. I used to be an adventurer like you, until I took a battle axe to the knee.
And what's your name?
Gerald. Gerald Leglost.
Was that always your name?
No, I had to make it up quickly.
You used to be?
No,
Frank
I used to be Gerald Two Leg. I was the only person in my family with 2 legs. Bye now, warriors. Fare thee well, and remember, not all is as it seems. The carriage drives off into the darkness. It's obscured by the rain.
He was a strange chap.
He went on I feel like he went on a
mysterious.
journey, from somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Definitely
Through-
trans up.
His accent was terrible.
He drove off before we could give him a tip.
Then he became a pirate.
Yeah, and then he became a pirate. He did, yeah. Okay, so what do? You're stood outside the manor.
It's a bit rainy, shall we get inside?
No, let's stay here in the rain all night.
All sarcasm. It's funny, this one.
Okay.
Oh wait, it was already open. I went at the door. I knock anyway.
You knock anyway, yeah.
Hello.
A butler dressed in royal finery arrives at the door. He's got a long coat and tails. He's got hair slicked back. He's very slim and slender and pale. He comes to the door.
I take off my coat and pass it to him.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Please do come in. Do come in. You are our esteemed guests. We welcome you into Bloodstone Manor. He opens the door and lets you in.
Thank very much.
My name is Veal and I will be your butler for this evening.
What time's the food being served?
Young gentlemen, be calm. It will be ready very, very soon. First, my Lord Bloodstone, must have an audience with you, please. And he points to a room off to one side, which has got a roaring fireplace and long couches for you to rest your weary, travel-tired bones. I'll be back momentarily with our Lord. And he exits the room.
I look around and find a chair and I don't take my coat off, I just go and sit in the chair, like just dripping all over it. Just
I go walk into what are you like? And take his coat off. I go and then I can't find somewhere to put it, so I just put it on the back of a chair.
Yeah.
But there was no welcome drinks at this event anyway, so...
He might be bringing some. I don't know.
I reach into my
Don't think he
pocket,
is.
pull a little cracker out and give it to my little pet rat on my shoulder, but the rat's obviously dead. And I'm like, he's not hungry. No, he's not hungry right now.
Can I see that rat for a second?
You,
Bear in mind, I'm kind of like a
You're a snake
snake
person.
person.
It's like a mouldy rat, like it's been dead a long time.
Can I see that snake?
No, Portnoy stays with me.
And I just took him into like a little pocket I've got.
Portnoy.
the door swings open, the butler arrives back and he says, "Please welcome Lord Bloodstone of the realm, Blind Man's Barrow." And in walks a man dressed in red velvet. He's got a long shaggy beard and a big sort of lord's hat on with a big feather sticking out of it. He looks jolly, but also has sort of like, in his eyes you can see there's tiredness, there is stress that speaks of his political life and his political troubles. Hello, my esteemed guests. Thank you for joining us here in Blind Man's Barrow, my exquisite manor. I trust your travels were good?
Your driver was a bit strange.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, he does get a bit strange at times, but he's fun. He gets a bit of the vapours sometimes. He's quite all right, really, quite all right. Yes.
I'd consider having his other leg.
Well, I have offered him to have a peg put in, but no, he insists on hopping everywhere he goes. So, I understand this is quite short notice, and I've been very mysterious about.
What time's dinner?
Dinner is being served currently. Straight after this, we will be straight in there, and we'll be able to tuck in some fine cuisine.
Can I get a glass of wine?
Yes. Velan, would you get our young guests some wine, please?
Lovely.
Velan goes off to a cabinet in the corner of the room and starts to pour wine into crystal chalices.
I've never had a roast griffin before.
Yes, it's exquisite. Our local butcher tells me it's free range. It's all fine. It's all above board. He's told me. It's very important. We take our animal safety very important.
Does it taste more like lion or more like eagle?
Well, I think you'll have to taste. It depends which part of the animal you have. If you have the breast, it tastes very much like eagle. If you have the rump, well, it's a different story.
Excellent. I'll have to try a bit of both.
Absolutely.
What are you eating?
Expect
Eagle?
nothing left.
Eagle?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't. Here's a snake. Here's a snake. It makes sense that you would have eagle. Now, where was I?
Yes, it makes sense.
I have brought you here, my esteemed guests, to Blind Man's Barrow.
Thank you for the invitation.
You're very welcome. However, it is with a heavy heart that I must share
here we
some
go.
news with you before we start. As you know, I've been lord of this realm for many years, and without an heir to pass it on to, many people in my town, many people of high esteem, are fighting for my position when I am gone. And I fear this evening there may be a chance on my life.
Why did you set it up then?
Well, because for this very reason I know that treachery lurks in the shadows, maybe even in this very room. I fear that among us tonight there may be a viper in our midst, cloaked in deceit and thirsting for power. One who schemes not only to unseat me from my rightful place as lord, but who dares to plot my downfall through sinister means. My heart is heavy with this suspicion, and so I beseech you, honourable adventurers, to keep your wits sharp and your senses keen. Search for subtle hints and clues in the words and actions of our companions this evening. For the safety of Blind Man's Barrow and the sanctity of its people, we must uncover the truth before it's too late. Let us dine, my friends, with cautious eyes and vigilant minds, for the fate of this town rests in our hands. May the light of truth guide us in these dark and perilous times. And he puts his hand on Fentina's shoulder as he says this, and looks into her eyes.
We'll do our best for you there, lads.
Thank you. Now, before we go
Have
on...
you got any suspicions?
Yes. So, I have invited 3 other guests this evening, all of whom I have careful sources say that there is something funny going on in town. I've had lots of suspicions about them, but I want to see what you think. So, first of all, I'd like to tell you who they are, and then you know about them. Now, first of all, we have the Magian Dwarf Nero, who is a fine seller of artifacts. He's an artifact expert. He's been to the Mage's College, and he is such a high, well-respected person in this town. But he's been a bit funny lately. He's took a bit of a turn, and even tonight he seems to be unrestful. So something is going on. Maybe he knows something is afoot. Then we have Arlo, who is a butcher. He is an elf butcher. No, sorry, not an elf. What am I on about? He's a dragon-born butcher. So...
Is he the one that did the griffin?
Yes, he's provided the griffin for this evening. However...
I was looking forward to that.
Yes. Well, I think...
No, maybe not so much.
Well, this is why I need us all here to make sure that we can discover what is happening, because I'm fearful for my life, adventurers. I don't want my estate to go to Wacken women whence I've gone. Or go to some upstart who thinks they know what's best. Anyway, there's been lots of rumours about there's lots of rumours going around about these 3 people in particular, which is why I've invited them here tonight, to see if you can spot anything. Finally, we have Marcy, who is an orc baker. Very just sensational baker, such a gentle heart. But however, of late, he has been very suspicious. Lots of suspicious movings round, lots of wagons in the night. Very, very strange. So, I'm going to welcome you into the hall, and we will let the feast, in fact,
Why don't you
feast begin.
write a will? A last will and testament to leave your estate to whom you want to leave your estate to.
Unfortunately, in Blind Man's Barrow, it's always been passed on to the son. It's been a long... I've been here for millennia. My family have stood here in this ancient house for many, many years, and
Chairs.
No chairs. Many, many years, and it's not the way. It's not the way in Blind Man's Barrow. If I do not find out who is plotting my downfall, it may be the end of my family line forever.
Assuming we manage to work out. I can't do the accent. It is. What do you want us to do?
obviously kill them.
Kill
Yes,
them?
bring justice to them. Bring justice to this land. Save us. Save us from this curse that has been plaguing our land. This darkness. As you see the rain here tonight. It has been
I
raining
don't
like this.
really like killing Gwynot, imprison them.
Maybe you need to deal with him in whatever way your conscience sees fit.
Okay.
That's fine, but I need them away from Blind Man's Barrow. So, let us enter. So he leads you out of this side room and down a long corridor. You see sort of loads of family photos, and in lots of the photos you see there is lots of sort of all of them are white and have dark hair, and is a very stunning family resemblance all through these pictures. And he pushes the doors open, these two massive doors, into a great hall, which I will.
Lord. My cousin was eaten by a griffin.
Well, you can get your revenge, young sir. He pushes the door open and you enter this large hall. It's got a massive fireplace at the end, long, huge sort of gothic windows, lots of red velvet, all down the table and on the chairs. Sit! And he ushers you into the room. And you sort of, so you all sort of sit next to each other on one side of the table. And the other guests are already there. You see Marcy the orc sitting there in his finery. He's huge, he's got massive shoulders and really sort of towers above everyone else in the room, even though he sat down. He's got some sort of burns on his face from and on his hands from where he's been baking. Then there's Arlo, who is the Dragonborn, who I need everyone's names. Can I write everyone's names down? Because then I can actually address you by name.
Fentina.
Fentina. There's something.
Silas,
that's it, thank you. And then it was
I'm Kerrick.
Kerrick.
And my rat's called Portnoy.
Portnoy.
If you wanted to
Can I
address
see
the
that
rat.
rat?
Get him out again. I go.
Okay.
Oh, he stays with me. He's my little friend.
He, as you all walk in, excuse me, Arlo looks over at Silas and his eyes sort of widen a little bit, in a sort of a pleasant way towards you.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
Must be Arlo.
It's so good to see a brother of the scale here.
Yes. I've heard lots about you. All terrible, of course.
Oh, right. He sort of starts to, he's a bit twitchy now, and he sort of sees his eye twitching. He's getting a little bit shaky in his chair. Oh, right.
A jest, of course.
Of course. Yes, well, you can see he's sort of getting quite
I've heard
nervous
you're
now.
responsible for the griffin.
Yes, well, it's all above board. It's all organic and all free range, and yes.
All I'm concerned about is which bit to sample first.
Oh well, if you want the best bit of the griffin, it's they have good wings, huge wings.
Excellent.
So that's a really nice gamey bit that I personally really like. So yes, absolutely, I'll carve you a bit of the wing. And he starts to carve up some of the meat and start to hand it out to each of you.
Well, what a treat, lads. You're a lady.
And this is
Hey!
this is
Sorry.
You know that!
This is just the starter. The starter. He
A
sits-
whole
he sits
griffin
down.
for a start.
Yes. Well,
I take Portnoy
This
out
is
and
a
make him
feast.
sniff the meat. I go.
Stop that!
Is it poison?
Arlo's
Excuse me, lads.
Arlo's absolutely terrified.
He says
Stop
it
it.
smells funny.
I don't care if it is poison. Give me another slice.
So yeah, he hands out the meat to everybody.
Well, thank you very much, Arlo.
Yeah. You're very, very welcome.
Where did you get the griffin from?
Well,
Previously quite hard to catch.
They are, yes, I know. Well, there's an eyrie nearby, and there's actually a roost of griffins there. And he was injured, and I put the poor beast out of his misery. Of course.
How did he get injured?
I don't know. I found him there on the eyrie. I have no idea. But the beast was in dire pain. It was screeching something awful. And I thought, well, waste not, want not.
Yes, don't worry, mate. We'll eat you.
Aye, well, I've never had griffin, so this is a wee little treat for me.
As you all start tucking in, Velan the butler comes back in and he throws open the doors and he says, esteemed guests, tonight, as well as eating this fine fare, I have before us a fable, a legend, a mystic artifact that has been found very recently. We thought it was lost to the Bloodstone line, however, it is now here among us. I would like to present to you the ancient, legendary Bloodstone axe. And he brings in, it's like on a rolling cart that's like got a red velvet cushion on it, and it's this huge axe. It's a big, great axe with sort of it's got it's sort of double-sided, almost a bit like scythes on the side of it. It's like sort of the axe blade dips down a bit lower like a scythe, but it's still a full axe blade. And in the heart of it is a red gem that is glowing. It seems to be sort of casting a bit of a red shine all around the room.
Ooh, that's a pretty little thing there.
Now, it has been uncovered very, very recently, and we thought it was lost to the Bloodstone line for centuries. However, finally it has returned, and Lord Bloodstone, it is an honour to be able to present this to you this evening. And Lord Bloodstone is sort of taken aback, like he's sort of speechless, because this is he had no idea this was going to happen. It is. By golly, it's a family heirloom. Where did you find it? Where? Well, an unknown donor brought it in the midst last night, and I thought, well, at this fine event, it would be the time to bring it out, my lord.
You're welcome, Lord.
I quietly cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Do you need to roll anything for that?
No, it's just an action I can do. But I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet.
Okay.
I see a faint aura around it, and I can tell what school of magic the spell is.
Okay.
If there is any magic.
Yes. Yes. You cast the spell under your breath, and you do notice that there is magic emanating from the redstone in the center, and it is radiant magic.
Ooh, very nice.
Is there any more of these? I'm assuming that's a bloodstone.
It is indeed. Yes, this is the fabled Bloodstone. He goes to stand next to the axe and starts to stroke the golden hilt. My gosh, we must put this away. We must lock it up before.
How did such an item get lost?
Well, it was a battle by my great grandfather, the man who settled Blind Man's Barrow, and it was the axe that he used to smite his enemies before him. And at the end of the battle, an orc leader who he'd been fighting grabbed it from his grasp and ran off with it into the forest. There was a red glow, and neither the axe nor the goblin, neither the orc were ever to be seen ever again. It was mystical. I have no idea what on earth happened.
Oh dear, Marcy, I bet you're feeling quite embarrassed now, aren't you, for your race?
Yes, I do. Well, things have come a long way. We are.
I bet you don't feel welcome at this table anymore, do you?
I'm chuckling like goblin.
Will you two shut up? These are esteemed guests.
We're the esteemed.
I'm sorry about their character.
It's all right. It's all right. You know.
Shut it.
You know, he didn't.
He knew what he was getting when he invited us to me.
These things happen. These things happen. You can tell that all of the guests are sort of on edge a little bit.
Now, Velan, you said a mystery donor came in the night.
Yes.
Anything about this donor? Who
There was a large wagon came in at the rear. He had a hood. He had a hood on. I cannot, but I did see feathers. Like not that he was covered in feathers, but he had a hat with feathers. And But apart from that, I have no idea. I have no idea who this chap was. Definitely a chap. And I couldn't see his face. Couldn't see his face. He had a hood. So
Did he say anything? Like why he's giving the axe back?
he spoke a tongue I did not understand. But he gave me.
Could it sound like this?
No.
Did it sound like this?
No.
What about this?
It didn't sound like. No, it didn't sound like any of those things. I'm not good at impressions. I cannot clearly tell you from my mind what it sounded like. However, he was very, very mysterious, and but I was just relieved to have it back for our Lord. I'm so pleased to have this artifact back, and my Lord now it tells us that he is the rightful heir. The rightful heir is the one who holds the Bloodstone.
And it took you all night to consider giving it to your lord back.
No, I wanted it to be a surprise.
Yes.
I wanted it to be a surprise. I've served this family for many, many years, his father and his grandfather, and I just wanted to show him how much I adore his family. It's been an honor. It's still an honor. It will always be an honor for the rest of my life to serve him.
I think you're very nice. So, where are we putting the axe now then?
Let's. There is a vault in Lord Bloodstone's quarters. Let us take it up there. So, a large group of servants. Massey at this. Nero at this point, who's the dwarf who stayed very quiet. In fact, everyone roll an insight check.
Inside. First roll.
First roll, baby. Here we go, baby.
First roll.
Here we go, baby.
You can see them.
Oh,
I
I got a
should-
critical
yes.
20. 21.
Amazing! Wow. Okay.
First roll and it's the critical.
How do I game?
I got
There we go.
a 9.
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Well done. Critical 20.
13.
Okay.
40.
So, Fentina, you look over and see that Massey has sort of gone pale. It looks quite sickly.
Hey, right there, Massey.
Yeah, yes.
Is Nero or Massey?
Sorry, not Massey, Nero. I'm so sorry. I'm getting my character. So Nero, who's an elder, he's dwarf. He's a little mage dwarf. Carrick, you see very much. You see that he's gone white, and you also see his eyes are fixed upon the stone, on the bloodstone of the axe. And then did you roll that?
Yes, I got a 13.
It's not come up in here for some reason. You got a 13. Okay, so you see similar to Fentina that he's gone white. Before you can question any further, Lord Bloodstone stands up and says, "Yes, let's all of us go together." You can see he's really terrified. He's like, "Let's all go together to put this in my safe." So he gathers everyone from the table, and they all walk as a group up the stairs,
Lord
along the
Bloodstone,
spiral staircase.
give us a pose with it then.
Like this?
Yeah.
He's sort of holding it above his head.
Stunning.
He's quite short, so it's quite big for him. So he's like this? Yeah.
Does that make you feel powerful?
You know what?
It suits.
I've not thought about it like that. He sort of starts to seem more relieved. Yes. Oh, it's such a relief to see it back again. It's more beautiful than even the tapestry showed. So you walk into what you assume is his bedroom quarters, and on the wall there is a large tapestry of a battle, and in the middle of it is someone who looks very much like Lord Bloodstone, with this axe held high above his head, and an orc, the leader of the orcs, has been beheaded and is lying on the floor in this tapestry.
Oh dear, Massey.
Massey's
Massey.
a bit uncomfortable.
That
So
could
he
be
pulls.
you.
He pulls back the tapestry, and behind it is a safe, and he goes up to it and unlocks it. He puts the bloodstone inside and closes it and locks it back up.
Can I try and peek at what's going on with the safe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it a key? Is it a knob, or is it?
It's a knob. Yeah, it's like a sort of clicky back and forwards sort of.
How big
It's like
is
a
the
magical code. Yeah, it's sort of about the size of maybe like a foot, like just smaller than a football. How big's the knob?
Pretty good knob.
Pretty big knob.
Pretty big knob,
Yeah. There's no inscriptions on it. It seems to be that either it's magical or it's done by sound, with clicks and things like that.
My detect magic would still be active, I think.
Yeah.
So if there is any magic, I might be able to see
Yeah,
it.
you can see again that the magic on the safe is very similar. It's radiant magic, which lines up with it being the home of the blood. Yeah.
Sweet.
So he locks it all up. He pulls back the tapestry and he stands back and stares at it and sort of takes a deep breath. Right, well, let us all go back down and feast. What a night to celebrate! What a night to celebrate! Let us go down.
Can I just have a quick
Yes.
look around and is anyone missing? Did anyone stay behind, or is everyone present?
Everyone is present.
Okay, cool.
Lord Bloodstone has instructed the guards to ensure that everyone is there, so that nobody. He knows that nobody has gone missing.
Cool.
Anything like that.
I want to put my arm around Massey
Yeah.
and look up to the painting and be like, that chap looks awfully a lot like you, Massey. Yes.
It does. Yes. It has a striking resemblance. I see. Yes. But all is good now. There is
All
no.
is well.
There is no blood feud between us now.
No.
It is all good.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, Lord Bloodstone ushers everyone downstairs, and this massive crowd. There's probably like, with all the servants and everyone, there's probably like 50 people sort of coming up and down the stairs. And so yeah, they all sit back down at the table, and you notice as you've come back, there has been new goblets placed on the table with fresh wine, and there is more. There's baked goods. There's the table is full of pastries. There's like some sort of cakes with sort of like unicorn horns sticking out of them. There's just dragon scale buns. There's any sort of fare that you could imagine is there lining the table. And Lord Bloodstone picks up his goblet and says, "Tonight I would like to celebrate this wonderful occasion where this artifact has been returned to the Bloodstone Manor. All hail the Bloodstone!" And everyone, yeah. And he drinks deeply from his cup.
I whisper to Portnoy, probably poisoned.
He sort of do you all drink as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just immediately go,
Okay.
yeah.
You don't drink.
I drink the entire goblet.
Drink the entire goblet in one go. Okay. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Suddenly you start to notice each of the 3 other people across the table from you starting to get a bit more twitchy. In particular, Nero, who seems to have he's in a state of shock.
Do they all drink?
Yeah, they all drink as well. Yeah, he's in sort of a state of shock, and he stands up at the table and he says, "My Lord Bloodstone, I'm so sorry. I must leave this event, as joyous as it is. I fear I have something I need to deal with. Please, I do apologise. Please allow me to leave this evening." And he
What can be more important than a meal with your lord?
At this point, he's sort of like he's gibbering. He's just sort of overcome, and he charges out of the room. You hear the front door of the manor open and swing shut, and a horse sort of whinnying and sort of trotting into the night. The other 2 also sort of suddenly stand up, and they're sort of really unnerved by what's going on. And they say, Lord Bloodstone, as amazing as this is, we must also leave. Goodbye, my lord. All hail the Bloodstone. And they charge out again. Same thing. The doors slam shut. Can everybody roll?
I'm really nervous for some reason.
I know, yeah. Is it because I'm really nervous?
Kick off.
Yeah. Can everyone?
what's gonna happen.
Can everyone roll a what check do we need to do? Right. Sorry. I need the list because then.
It's okay.
Can everyone do a? In fact, do wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh, pretty good at
I
these.
got a 19.
I got a 10.
Oh wow.
I got a 9.
Okay.
Your two
So
scores make my score.
so Silas, his head starts to droop, and he the room is sort of spinning around you.
Is it worth mentioning that I have an immunity to any poison?
Yes, but this is not poison. Okay. So your head starts spinning and hits the table. The other two, you're starting to feel drowsy, but you're sort of you look over, you're sort of shocked at what's happening over the table.
He can't take his drink.
I feel weird.
Suddenly there is a crack of thunder, and one of the windows explodes, and all of the torches, the fireplace, all goes out, and you are enveloped in darkness. And does anyone have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
I might have dark vision.
Can
How do I find it?
Fantina and Carrick, sorry, I can't read my own writing. Can you both roll a perception check, please?
Perception check.
I rolled the wrong one. Ignore that one. Got damn nature check. 14.
14, okay.
Skills, perception. Hold on.
Oh, it's because I'm not connected to the internet. That's why you can't see.
10.
Okay.
Can I
Oh
pick
yeah,
it up?
yeah. The Wi-Fi. Do you know where let's get the Wi-Fi. It's back. Yeah, under the stairs, isn't it?
Who's his LAN solo?
That's across the road.
Is it?
Classic.
It's not got a password. I'm just connected.
Right now I've got the.
It's in the drawer. It's in the.
There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Let me get back to the chair. Okay, so you got 14.
It says maybe
And what
it's
did-
be with you.
It's not be with you.
That's amazing.
That's cool. What did everyone get? Okay, so a 10. Okay, so both of you sort of see the same thing. So in the darkness, you hear Lord Bloodstone cry out, and you hear what sounds like a weapon hitting wood, and you hear him scream out, "Ah!" And there's a red flash of light, and then everything goes dark, and whatever was in your drink kicks in for both of you, and you black out.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll share the Wi-Fi password in that web.
Oh, did you do that?
I did.
Oh, cool.
Sometimes it does it. Have you got a Mac? Or,
Yes.
Yeah, that does it for that then. Okay. So
You should go
let me set up the next.
Oh no.
Okay. So you can everyone. So I won't share this just yet. But can everyone roll? What? This is the checks thing. I need to- Can everyone roll another perception check, please?
5.
Okay.
1.
16.
16. Okay.
13.
Okay. So Fantina and Silas, you are aware. You're starting to sort of come back slowly, and you're aware of you're lying on something cold, and might be like tiles, might be stones, and your heads feel very weary and are thudding and hurt.
I think there's some dodgy griffin.
And what was yours? Was your sorry?
Perception's 5.
Perception's 5. Okay, you are still sort of sleeping. Okay. Yeah. So there's sort of as you open your eyes, there's very dim light in the room that you're now in, but it seems very empty. You two can sort of see each other, and you can see Carrick, that you still have all your weapons, but there's also another person in the room with you, or
Can we
a
see who it
form on the floor.
Can I move or see it? Or am I just slightly conscious?
Yeah, you're sort of you're sort of starting to become conscious now. So you're sort of waking up and looking around. It's very dim light. It's really difficult to see. You can sort of see like a bed, which is just really like a basic plank of wood with some sort of animal furs on it, and a table in there and a big crate. And then in the centre of the room, there is a mysterious figure with like sort of seems to be covered with some sort of blanket or cloak.
I'm going to cast light as a cantrip.
Yeah.
So just cast in a room so I can see.
Yeah.
And then take a better look at this.
Carrick is brought wide awake by the light, and he's shocked by this light suddenly turning on. And you're all sat sort of in different corners of the room. So like Silas is sort of near the bed. Carrick is sort of next to a big crate.
Do I still have Portnoy? We've got.
You've still got Portnoy, yeah, he's in your pocket.
What happened, Portnoy?
Portnoy does not respond.
Damn it! What the hell was that?
So this is the room that you find yourselves in. And in the centre of the room is this other figure who seems to be cloaked.
Can I try and take a look at them? You're like, hey, you!
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you alright?
Can everyone roll for initiative, please?
Oh God! Oh God! Oh no!
7.
14! Initiative! Why isn't it rolling it? Why won't it roll initiative? Oh, I might have just rolled it like millions of times.
Okay, right. 14.
21.
Ventina. Ah, nice. Ventina. I need to do that as well. Is it D20, right?
Yes.
And plus your dexterity.
Okay. Okay, let's say. Right, so what was Fentina?
21.
21. So Fentina, yeah. And then what was yours?
7.
7, okay. Okay, so as soon as Fentina goes over to touch it, suddenly it's like someone's turned on and off switch on this body on the floor, and it jumps up from the floor and turns towards you. You see red glowing eyes, huge fangs. They have grey, like pale skin. It's a female, and she's sort of quite corpse-like, but you can tell that she is a vampire.
How is her
And she screeches in your face and takes a swipe at you.
Jesus!
Roll to hit.
How big are her
16.
breasts? Sorry.
It's tradition.
It's tradition.
How big are her breasts?
Are they ginormous?
No.
Oh.
It's not broken from tradition.
This DM's not very good.
She's like quite, so like, I want her to be as like skeletal as possible.
She's not
so she's quite thin and ragged.
She's not Count Dracula.
Count Dracula, no. Unfortunately.
In most campaigns.
Unfortunately not. Okay, so she rolls 16, so she's swiped at Fentina.
Assuming I've got my armour and my weapons and shield and stuff with
Yeah.
me, then that misses.
It's a cat.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Parry it with my shield as she swipes. I go, ah!
Yeah. And she sort of dives forward towards the wall and like steadies herself against the wall. Okay. So we have first off is Carrick. No wait, hold on. It's not. First it's Fentina. So you, yeah. So it's your roll first.
Yes. Does it have any weapons, or has it just got
She's
claws?
just got claws. Yeah.
Just got claws.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her teeth.
Okay. I'm just going to run up and hit it with my mace, I think.
Okay.
Don't you want to try and reason with her first, darling?
She's a vampire. Just trying to kill me.
I would say reason with her. Everyone deserves a second chance.
Just fully going for an attack.
Cool.
There's no reasoning with this one. Hiya! 22 to hit.
22. Ah, yeah, absolutely. You hit. Is it critical or?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, you absolutely hit. So you smash her around the face, and she sort of staggers backwards.
I did
sort
6
of dazed.
damage. By the
6
way.
damage. Absolutely. Okay, lovely. Super.
BAM! Smacked her around the face with my mace.
Face mace.
Face
I'm not very
mace.
strong, so I'm not very good at hitting people in the face.
Yeah.
But
But that was exceptional. You're obviously your wits are about you now. The sleeping potion has worn off, and you are absolutely wide awake now. Do you have any other actions you'd like to do?
I've got a bonus action. I'm just going to have a look if any of my cantrips are bonus actions. No, that takes an action, and that also takes a... No, that's me.
Okay, super. So the next one is it's Carrick.
I'm like panicking, like I fumble around in my pouch and I throw out like a little bundle of like weird metal pieces.
Yeah.
And then I put Portnoy on the floor and I go, help! And then the metal pieces hum and glow and resonate, and then they all kind of join onto Portnoy, and he becomes my steel defender. And I go, what should we do, Portnoy? And he goes, attack! And I go, and I run over and smash the... I've got like a mace and a sickle, and I want it to be like a hammer, really.
Yeah.
And I want to
I'm running a sickle.
plonk the vampire on the face.
+8 to hit.
Yeah, I've used my item. 18 to hit.
Legend.
18 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Yeah.
I deal 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. Okay. Super. You are absolutely getting the better of this. This vampire thought she had the jump on you,
Cool.
but she's like being smacked around all over the place.
Nice.
So she sort of gets smacked towards the other wall.
Well.
And she's staggering now. She's quite like, because she's quite thin. She's sort of not got much weight to her. So she's like, yeah.
Well, unfortunately for her, it is now my steel defender's turn because he goes after me. So Portnoy runs up and rends his claws towards her, and he does +7 to hit. So that's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
Is it critical or no?
No, 1d8 +4. 1 damage.
1 damage.
Yeah, from the rat.
+4, right?
Oh yeah, +4, 5 damage, sorry.
Let me change the music as well. So I'm not trying to
Let's go.
combat. There we go. So thunder. Okay. Yeah. So Portnoy, is it like a sword thing or
It's like, it
like a
counts as like force damage, so I think he just like...
Okay, so he's like smacks her in the
Yeah,
chin,
yeah.
basically.
Just runs
Like
up to her.
he sort of smacks her in the chin, and she sort of there's like a little bit of blood coming down. And she goes, and she runs straight towards. It's her turn. Do you have any other actions you want to do?
No, that's me done.
Okay. She storms. So it's her turn now. The vampire storms towards Carrick with her claws, and she goes to sort of make a bit of a stab attack at you with her claws.
God.
It's a 20, critical 20.
Okay. Don't forget to double your dice.
Okay, yeah. And
Kill
then
you in what?
would be.
Carrick is dead.
Let's have a look. Where is? This is the bit where I was like, how do I do the unarmed strike? I'm just going to use one of my other characters, and then.
If she's a vampire, it might be like
yeah.
a claw attack or something.
So let's say 9 does 6 damage to you.
Oh.
Stabbing you for 6 damage.
Did you double your dice?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Nice.
And then she crawls. She crawls up on. She's hanging from the seat. As her movement, she crawls up onto the ceiling and is hanging down from the ceiling, sort of trying to escape you all.
Very well.
Then it is Silas's turn.
Yes. I'm going to just draw her, I think.
To draw.
I've never seen such a specimen.
She's like shrieking.
Yes.
Are you gonna help or what?
No, you're doing a valiant effort. You won't be done with her. You'll dispose of her. Dispose of her quickly.
You gotta help!
Okay.
As a reaction to you drawing her, she uses living blood, and it says when bloody, the vampire creates a living blood creature that acts immediately, and this does not count as a reaction, but otherwise follow. So basically, like it's another. She sort of split herself in two. There's another vampire.
Oh my
That's sort of now. It's all like red and like made of blood and pulp, and it storms towards Silas again to do another sort of claw attack at you.
Double trouble.
10 with plus 4 is 40.
Okay. I just dodge out of the way.
You dodge out of the way, cool. the blood sort of hits the wall.
I want to dip my pen in her.
The bloody creature sort of hits the wall and creates like a huge splat of blood on the wall. Suddenly, there's like a door from the other side of the room slams open. There's a bright light, and you hear someone from the other side of the room. Hey, what are you doing in there, you numbnuts? Angelic fury! Suddenly there's like all this light shines into the room and the two vampires are obliterated from the ceiling. They sort of disintegrate before you. And in walks this Alsatian who is an albino Alsatian. He's like sort of huge, probably the size of a horse, and he has a helmet on. Hello there, numbnuts, it's Officer Barker here.
Officer Parker.
Officer Parker. I'm the sheriff in Blind Man's Barrow, and I'm here to help you guys with your mystery case. How are we doing, guys?
Well, I was doing great until you destroyed my muse.
Are you God?
No, I'm just an angelic wonder dog.
I think you might be God.
No.
What the hell is going on?
I've just got a shiny flashlight.
Where do you come from? How did you know we were here?
Well,
In fact, where are we?
currently, you are sitting in Blind Man Barrow's jail. Now, not because you've done it wrong. I know that we had a distress call from the manor, from the butler, and he said to immediately keep you guys safe because Lord Bloodstone had apparently invited you here to do some investigating. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why? I'm going into Texas now.
He was worried about people making an attempt on his life, and he wanted us to investigate.
And he didn't bring the sheriff, he rang us. So, say what you want about that.
No, I understand. I'm not trying to feel hurt about that. But I'm here to help you guys. He's given me some special artifacts to help you with your adventure. Now,
Cool.
listen closely. I've got some sad news to tell you guys. Lord Bloodstone, well, we think he's dead. We're not sure. When we got there, let me explain the scene when you got there. The butler opened the door. There was this red fog inside of the dining room, and you guys was lying unconscious on the table. So they loaded you all onto my back, and I took you here, the safest place I know.
It wasn't
the jail.
Safe. There was a woman trying to kill those two.
What? Well, I have no idea where she came from. I didn't bring her in here. That is very mysterious.
What do you mean? She was right in the middle of the room.
Not when I left you guys an hour ago.
Weird.
Yeah, that's very strange. However, we searched the room, and both the Bloodstone axe and Lord Bloodstone have gone. I have no idea where they've gone. But he said that you had 3 suspects. Is that right?
There were 3 of the guests at the manor shortly before it all kicked off, and they all left.
Do you know them? Nero, the dwarf.
Yes.
He's the artifact expert, yes. Arlo, the dragonborn butcher.
Yes.
I'm sure the butcher shop must be nearby.
Yes.
Yes.
And the orc fella.
Massey. He's
Absolutely.
the baker.
Yes.
Suspects or...
Absolutely. Well, he wanted to ensure that your mission was successful. So here, and he sort of swings down the satchel from his side and hands it to Silas.
Yes.
Look inside that there bag. So open it up, and inside you have these 3 sort of vials, and they have this silvery blue liquid in them.
Shall I drink them all?
No, don't you drink them, no. This is a special concoction that we use on a regular basis here in Blind Man's Barrow to get confessions out of people.
Also, it makes them tell the truth.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Verita serum.
Ah.
It helps. It tells people it helps us ensure they're telling the truth. So,
Does it work? Do you know it works?
absolutely it works. For 1 minute they will tell the truth if they drink this serum. So, your job is to go and find our 3 suspects and get a confession from one of them.
Hey, but why do you think the Lord is dead? If you can't find him, why have you assumed he's
He
dead?
could have run away with his new axe.
Yeah.
Maybe, well, his whereabouts are currently unknown. We don't know where he's gone. But the butler said that he heard weapons in the hall when everything went dark. And he stormed back in, and Lord Bloodstone, well, he was gone. There was a red flash, and then he opened the door, and it was just you 3 lying on the table.
Hey, where's the butler now?
He's holding things down at the manor, trying to keep everyone under control and keep everyone calm.
You're not doing a very good job.
No, I know. He's, what can I say? He's not my favorite person, to be honest, but here we are. So,
Who's your favourite person?
favorite person? Myself. And there's not many other people like me here in Blindman's Barrow. I could tell you. Okay. So here is, ignore the name of the inn because it's going to be changed, but this is sort of my crude drawing of the square. So, is Nat gone for Lou?
Yeah.
I'll wait for a second.
Okay.
Hey, it looks like they've all got shops right next to each other.
They do.
The bakery bunches and the artifacts. Oh, I like the sound of the white hide. Shall we just go there and have a pint? Can I make a cup of tea, Chaz?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's have a
want a
quick
pie.
break. We'll have a cup of tea.
I'll have 2 pints.
Okie dokie. So,
Carry on.
okay.
Cocktail crisp, man.
So-
Really good.
Loaded up with your new artifact files.
Are we taking one each?
Oh, what?
You can take one each. Yeah. How would you like
Take
to?
one each.
Okay, take one each. Super.
Yes.
So
Did you
where?
hear what they were now? The truth serum.
True service, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So what's it? Officer Barker walks you to the door, and walks you, not walking him. Yeah. And he opens the door, and you can see it's still quite early morning. It's about 3 a.m. Nothing is quite open just yet. But you sort of walk out onto this square. There's a fountain in the middle with sort of these statues of a lord and another lady who you assume was Lady Bloodstone, sort of standing in the middle. And there's like water coming out of the top of their heads in this big arc. You see lights on in the inn, but everything else as of yet is still closed for the time being. But feel free to go wherever.
That's a good point, Portnoy. Have I got any fang marks on my neck?
Yes.
Oh.
You'll probably go to die soon. You may as well get your possessions.
He's yeah. Let's say he's got some marks. You're not sure whether it was claws digging into your neck or your.
Okay. Has anyone else? Can I check their necks too?
Who else took damage?
I brush past your heaving boobs and I look at your.
Big boobs.
I didn't take any damage.
Okay. Does anyone else take the Silas pushed her out of the way, didn't you?
Me is.
Okay.
I've got a bit of ink.
A bit of it.
It's a bit early, lads.
I might be a vampire now. Oh.
Will you stop your whining, please? If you are a vampire, complaining about it isn't good to solve it, is it? So shut up.
I feel like my voice has changed.
Where would she-
I can't
I'm
stop.
actually with him this time. Shut up. I say we go in,
Go in.
get a wee tipple,
Yeah.
see if Barman always knows stuff to me.
Emma.
Is she the
She's
barman?
away. She's gone for a 5 minute rest.
How did he get the name Portnoy?
Okay. So
His mum and dad named him Portnoy.
Emergency naps are happening.
okie doke. So you decide to go to the inn. Is that right? Okay. Super. So you you go over to the inn, and it still seems like that there are revelers there that have been there all through the night. You push open the doors. behind the bar, you see Madame Vashta, who is the owner of the bar. And around the room, you sort of see maybe like 10, 15 people who are still enjoying the night, whether that's drinking or eating or dancing. And at the far end, you see a man with a grey beard, a long sort of multicoloured cloak, and a sort of a cowboy hat on. And he is like the local gleeman and sort of playing music and tunes and sort of doing bardy things. What would you like to do?
Has anyone got like a feathered cap on or anything like that?
You look around, and apart from two ladies who have like a feather bow around their shoulders, no one has a feathered hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go up to the madam.
Yes.
Yeah,
The madam.
the madam. Hello!
Hello. Nice to be seeing you.
Yeah, hey, it's nice to have us here. It's nice this place is open so late. Are you heard about the commotion up in the manor?
Tell me everything. I want to know it all.
Hold that thought for 1 second. An ale, please.
Oh, aye.
An ale. Ale. Drink.
Of course. Coming up right away.
Yeah.
Aye, 3 of those, please, yeah.
Three ales
I
for you.
probably drink blood now, right? Because I'm a vampire.
You're not a vampire.
Okay, two ales and 1 pint of blood, please.
Would you like an ale with a shot of blood?
Yeah.
Cheese.
That might be better, actually.
Come in right. Specialty times.
I think there's awful commotion up at the manor. We were there. You're not heard nothing, no. Nobody's mentioned nothing about no explosions or red lights or nothing.
I may have heard of rumour or two. People like to tell me things,
Oh, aye, I bet they do.
but I'd like to hear it from you too.
Do you want to pass this down, Nat, to Emma, and then she
What
can
else do?
roll the dice.
You have to eat the dice.
So each of you are allowed to ask for one rumour.
I'm rolling the dice.
Yeah, you're rolling the dice 3 times, and then you will share the rumours that it lands on. That makes sense.
Only if they want to.
Only if they want them. If they don't want them.
If you want to know them. being a lady of the cloth.
Hey, we're just looking for some information, like if you know anything about the Bloodstone or the Red Light, or anything about Nero, Arlo, and the other one.
Massey.
And Massey.
One moment, please. I need to do some very strange ritual before I can answer.
I don't think she's quite right.
Well, let me be telling you, there's often strange noises coming from behind the butchers. I don't know where my accent's from, by the way. It's supposed to be Welsh, but it's sort of moving around.
Behind the butchers.
Behind the butchers, yeah?
That's that Arlo.
That's like Arlo.
Strange noises.
Do they happen at a certain time of day, or is it all hours?
All hours.
You could be butchering griffins and such.
What does it sound like to butcher a griffin? My thoughts
I
exactly.
remember the sound of my cousin being butchered by a griffin.
Oh dear.
Sounded like this.
Kill me!
Yeah.
Was he relieved eventually?
Yes.
Excellent. Good riddance.
Okay, so we got strange noises coming from behind the butchers.
Would you like another rumour?
Yeah, anything else you've been hearing?
If it's the same number, you can roll again.
You'll be hearing the strange noises from behind the butchers.
Yeah, it's like an NPC in a video game. Massey.
The baker's far too many wagons arrive at his house for a baker. I suspect some other mischief is being carried out tonight, but that's just from what I've seen out the window. One went up to the manor house the other night.
So,
From the butchers? I mean, from the bakers to the manor?
Yeah, you can, whatever is on your sheet, you can agree to, or if that's.
There's often strange noises coming coming from you.
And you've seen that with your very eyes, have you?
And with my very ears.
Yes. That Massey was a bit of a twat.
That's what I
I like the way you kept winding him up.
Well,
What are all these wagons?
clearly wasn't welcome, was he?
No.
I just wanted to make him feel that way.
Well, I'm not sure that this is a rumour, but Officer Barker is banned from here for dragging himself across the carpet after too many ales and lemons. Left here with his tail between his legs, so he did. Shocking behaviour.
Officer Barker.
I think he might be God.
Not so. That's Pawson.
So
These ales are delicious, by the way. Thank you.
you can continue conversation, but you basically spend the next couple of hours here in the bar refreshing yourselves.
Can I ask you both a question?
Yes.
Why do we give a fuck?
Because that was my only poor part. That was it.
You did really well.
Why do we give a fuck about?
It was awesome.
Hey, well done.
It was awesome. Thanks, love.
Why do we give a fuck about what?
Everything.
Everything.
I
Oh,
like,
you don't.
I like mysteries and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a beer. I've not got a reward.
It's our duty to help people.
I might go home.
I always
Where do
think,
we even live?
I think
In the swamps.
in situations,
Go on.
in situations like this, what else would you be doing? You know, it's just kind of we're here. Might as well.
In my
could go
experience,
back
there's
to the
usually
hole in the
rewards
ground.
after you help rich people.
It's a good job I like you two. We've been through a lot.
I don't like it.
Well, I don't like you either, but we're good together. We get stuff done.
I look down at Portnoy in his steel suit and goes,
Yeah, just keep ignoring you, doesn't he? Keeps not referring to you as a person.
Portnoy, I want to eat you. That's all. It's nothing personal, but that tail just gets me going.
Looks up at you.
I'm finding it very hard to resist snatching you out of that pocket and chucking you down my throat, like I've done many already.
He's still in his little suit of armour. He's
Yes.
just stood there.
Crunchy bits, I like them.
the rat is very much still dead, just like in the armour. The rat isn't doing anything.
It's just like hanging out there. As you're sort of chatting and drinking and sort of regaining your senses and figuring out what's going on.
Regaining my senses?
Yes.
I'm losing my senses.
This is fair enough, yeah. All of the revelers who are there sort of start to file out one by one. The Gleeman starts to pack away his stuff. So, good night, fellas. Thanks for coming.
Excellent entertainment.
yeah.
Well done. Very good.
You're welcome. Only the best from a Gleeman. Tom Maryland's the name. Remember that one.
Tom
What's that?
Bellyman. Yes, good.
Maryland.
Are you going to get into copyright trouble for that?
I am, probably. He's a character from The Wheel of Time. I just want to put him in. Tom something or other. Anyway.
Berryland.
Just do
Tom
the,
Maryland.
just do the South Park disclaimer at the start of the episode.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Exactly, that's it, exactly.
How long were you here? Are you been here all night?
I've just come into town on a wagon last night. I'm a travelling gleeman.
Interesting. What brought you here?
I love the ocean, and it was the next one on my map. It's the next one on my list. I'm a travelling gleeman. I don't come here all too often, but there was lots of ladies last night. Lots of great booze. It was a lovely evening. I
How long
enjoyed
are you here?
myself.
Just the one night?
Yes. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going up to sleep. I've been partying all night. He sort of flicks his hair, and you can see that he's got massive bags under his eyes. It's a hard life. Someone like me earning from tips and things like that.
Do you want a tip from me?
Yes.
Get a job.
Yeah. What?
All right, fucking off, sir. And he walks out of the bar and off down the road. As you look out the window, you can start to see, like, in all the other shops, the lights are starting to come on, doors are starting to be opened, the smoke coming out of some chimneys, and sort of life is starting again.
I think we should go and have a look behind the butchers.
Why don't we go in the butcher's first, see if they've got any griffin left.
I think we should go behind first in case we find something.
Let's have a butcher's at the butcher's.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Yes.
Inspiration.
I'll take it.
Okay, so you exit, you say goodbye to Madame Vashta, who wearily is wiping the bar, and she salutes you farewell.
Goodbye. Thank you for the ales.
Cheery totty bye.
Inspiration.
Did we pay her? I don't think we did.
And so, yeah, you wander across the square towards the butcher's. Now, you sort of stop to look at the fountain, and there are gargoyles. You didn't notice them at night time because it was so dark. There are gargoyles there as well, and they're covered in bird poo. And as you wander away, you hear just a voice go, "Oh, yeah, tell you what, Jim. If for every time a bird used me as a perch, I'd be a millionaire right now. Have I got a gold coin every time a bird used me as a perch?"
Did those gargoyles just talk?
Just talk.
What was in that beer?
What are you looking at? It's just a gargoyle. We all talk sometimes. And he sort of turns back to stone again very quickly.
Can I flick a bit of copper flick a bit of copper into the fountain?
Yes, you can.
And I'll flick a bit of copper into the fountain.
Oi! That's littering, that is. And the bit of copper magically seems to get flung back out and sort of hits you in the chest and falls to the floor.
Ah, thank you very much. My money back. Gargoyle,
Yes.
what do you see in this square?
Well,
What's the worst thing you've ever seen?
oh well. Recently, one thing that I did see was there was a break-in very recently in the artifact shop.
A break-in.
Smashed the windows, they did. It was terrible ordeal.
This is
And,
all very useful stuff for the quest.
Yes.
But I want darker. What else has happened? Rape? Murder? Tell me everything.
If you know the history of this town, built upon bloodshed.
No.
Racial genocide of orcs it was. This was an orc town.
Ah.
An orc town, and we've been here since then. And you suddenly notice that the gargoyles are orcs. Sort of been carved out, but with wings and things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were magically enchanted by the orcs all those years ago. We've seen all the bloodshed.
Yes.
As well as our own kind. He turns to one of the gargoyles that's on the other side of the fountain, and you notice that his head is missing, and he's sort of disfigured.
Yes, that Lord Bloodstone likes to decapitate you a lot, doesn't he? With his big axe.
Well, that was... Yeah, you should have seen his great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Well...
He was not a nice man.
He's
I
got
can
a big
tell you.
tapestry. It's all very well painted. And there's lots of you with no heads.
Yes, well,
Excellent. Very great.
there is secrets up at that there house, I tell you. Things they don't like to tell you. Things they want to keep secret.
And you've got an orc who's a baker in this town. Does he talk to you, fellow orcs?
Yes, he won't tell anyone this. But he is very troubled. He's thinking about moving away. He's the nicest bloke you'll ever meet. But since he's moved here, he's not had a moment of peace.
Well, I'm not surprised.
People spouting horrible obscenities at him.
Yes.
He doesn't feel like he's welcome.
Well, he's not.
Exactly. Look, right. I'm done now. See you later. And suddenly he just turns back to stone and he's absolutely silent again.
I wanted to hear some horrible stories.
I don't think you're quite right.
Hey, it's already happened.
Where are you heading now?
I want to go behind the butchers.
Okay. The
See
butchers.
if I can see anything making strange noises.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So you go behind the butchers and you see an alleyway, and there's sort of lots of butchering paraphernalia, but also what?
Sorry. It's great.
Okay. Got to build the picture.
There's some butchering.
There's some
stuff in
butchering
the butchers.
paraphernalia. Yeah.
Some
there's
bakeries
a
near the
locked.
bakers.
There's like there's a sort of it looks like one of those sort of like a basement thing.
Oh,
yeah,
like at the back of a pub.
Yeah, like at the back of a
Cellar.
pub. And sort of it seems like there's a big lock on it and a big chain, but you think it sort of looks like it leads into the basement of the butcher's. But there's enough room between the two buildings. There's enough room to fit several wagons. It's quite a large space, and you sort of see like bloodstains on the floor, and like I say, there's lots of butchering paraphernalia, sort of hooks and saws and like bone saws and things like that as well.
It's a wee bit grisly, isn't it?
Indeed.
You'd think he'd do the butchering in the shop, but it looks like he does some butchering outside of the shop. Or maybe
In the basement.
Maybe he's taking his work out with him.
Maybe he's bringing his home to work.
With it, yeah. Could be either way. Maybe he's home bringing his work in him as well.
Suddenly you hear the tinkling of a bell.
He's working from home.
He's working from home.
Maybe he's working remotely.
Maybe there was a virus that spooked the town and they all had to work from home for 2 years.
Apparently there's some
But there's no
corruption. You have to
noise or
stay
anything
2 meters
Not yet,
apart.
no.
And you have to wear face masks.
Yes.
Suddenly, you start to hear a thudding coming from inside the basement.
I think somebody alive is down there.
Boom, 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 and you can see like with each, it's sort of the door is starting to open slightly each time. It sort of is straining against the chain and against the lock.
Hello? Is there somebody in there?
All you can hear is sort of like a ruffling and sort of maybe some like grunts and snorts, and like something inside is trying to get out. You then distinctly hear from the front of the shop, because you're sort of gone round the back, like the tinkling of a bell as if the front door is opened, and you hear footsteps coming around the corner. Thanks, Em.
Welcome.
I just try to look casual.
Yeah, okay.
Just like I'm walking down it.
Come on. And you suddenly see Arlo, the Dragonborn, come around the corner, and he as soon as he sees you, he stops in his tracks and is shocked. Hello. Hi.
Hello, Arlo.
Of course, you're the guys from last night, aren't you? Oh,
Yes.
Yes. Hi. Hello, Scale friend. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Goblin friend.
You have something in your basement trying to escape.
Hey!
Do-
It's
what?
another griffin.
Do I?
I'm partial to a bit of that wing.
No, of course not. Of course not. Suddenly, there's a last resounding thud, and the lock and the chains burst off, and a griffin with a wing half sawn off, is bleeding everywhere. It's got blood and gore all over its face. Comes charging out. Can everyone roll a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh my god.
This company's got everything.
Yeah.
24.
Okay. Amazing.
Make light work of it. Drift away.
20.
Okay, super. That's great. That's nice and convenient. So the griffin is in a frenzy, and he charges straight towards Carrick, and sort of leaps off the ground, grabs Carrick in its claws, and flies into the sky. So you are now being grappled by the griffin.
Can vampires fly?
No, you don't seem to have any ill effects from the sun.
Oh,
it doesn't seem that any vampirification has taken place. So you can. There's options now. If you want to roll for initiative, you can, or you can figure out if there's another. If anyone has any animal handling or any.
I do,
Okay.
but it has to be a snake.
Okay, fair enough. That's not useful.
I'm gonna use the command spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and command the griffin to come back.
Okay. How do we? How does that work?
Let me read it. You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command that I give you. So you need to
Okay.
do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I can't remember
Let's have a
what
look.
score you have to beat.
Wisdom saving throw.
You have to beat a score. How do you work out this? Oh, 13, it says here.
Okay, so I've got to.
What do you get?
I've got to beat 13. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. Is it a saving
got
throw?
anything.
I'm just using one of my other characters, but then I'll just. It does not work this time. No, the Griffin is still. He sort of hears you calling to him, and sort of is still too frenzied and too like you sort of see this like gleam in his eye of like he's been shut in there for quite a while, and yeah.
How far away is the Griffin currently?
He is about 10 feet in the air. He's sort of just hovering in place, just sort of taking in.
I've got a poison spray.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
And I've also got a dart.
Yeah.
I'd like to put a bit of poison on my dart and throw it, please.
Okay.
And to the Griffin.
What does the poison? It just poisons it.
Poison spray is a Constitution saving check, but I don't know what it does if it's on a dart.
Okay.
Shall we just put the two together?
Yeah, absolutely.
Put
That's
the two
fine.
together.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dart. I'll see if it hits first. No, I think that hits. I got a 25.
Yeah, absolutely. That hits. Yep.
So damage is 6 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's a Constitution saving throw. A 13.
Okay. 20. It passes.
So it passes. So I don't know if that does half damage or no damage. No damage.
No damage. Okay.
But
So
it's been hit by the
dart.
Hit by the dart, but the poison obviously doesn't have any effect.
Okay. Super. So you must have sprayed the poison on the back of the dart because the bit that's gone in has not poisoned it, and the Griffin sort of like sort of looking around to see where it came from,
Can I hear your impression of a griffin again?
It's sort of, you can start seeing like there's like tears coming down the Griffin's cheeks as it's distressed, and it's not looking good.
I'm like, oh, calm down, you wee beastie, just calm down.
It's another one that needs putting out of its misery.
It'll be okay.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm very persuasive. Persuasion check, roll 16.
16. Okay. The Griffin hears you and hears your calming dulcet tones, and it flies near to the ground. It drops Carrick, and then sort of lands on the ground, but is still wary. He's got Carrick in front of him, so he sort of dropped you, but Carrick, you're sort of still like
I'm going to
like sort of under his head.
I reach for my hammer and my sickle.
Yeah.
No,
If we.
I'm going to put my hand out as if to
Okay.
and kind of bow to him. Shall I roll an animal handling?
Yeah, that'd be super. Roll an animal handling check.
Sorry, Foster. I'm going to cast.
I was literally about to say, I was like, they're very proud beings.
18.
18, amazing. Yeah, so the Griffin sees your hand and tentatively sort of brings its head forward and sort of lightly headbutts your hand, like in a sort of
You could
testing the waters type of way.
just then if you wanted to.
Aww. Just like us on a Friday night.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They can.
What's up? Who did that to your wing? Is it this one?
Arlo is looking very shifty in the corner, and
I'm going to go, like, just try and grab Arlo.
Yeah.
So he doesn't run off.
I think there's only one.
You stay here, matey.
all right.
Right, Arlo, drink this.
What?
You need to drink this in order to prove your innocence, and if you don't drink it, you are assumed guilty.
Innocence of what? What are you accusing me of doing?
Why did you run off just before the commotion at Bloodstone Manor?
This griffin's got half a wing locked in your basement. What do you think our assumptions are? No, say no more. You can explain yourself with this serum. It's a truth serum.
And if I tell you everything, what's going to happen?
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Depends what you tell us.
Okay, roll, yeah, okay. I was going to say roll a persuasion check, but yeah. He sort of grabs it and drinks it tentatively. Alright, I'll tell you everything. I realised at the meal I made a big mistake. I made an awful mistake. So, I mean, I might as well tell you everything, especially now you've given me this serum. I'm not just a butcher. I've been running an animal fighting ring behind my shop. And I've been forcing all these mystical creatures. I've had unicorns, I've had griffins, I've had all these sorts of creatures fighting, and people betting on it. Even Lord Bloodstone would sometimes come. But then it was quite dark in my basement, and when I brought the griffin up at the meal, I suddenly realised it was his favourite fighter I'd killed accidentally, and this injured one was the one I was supposed to kill. The whole story I told you about finding it in an eyrie is a load of rubbish. I've been breeding them in my basement, and it's illegal. It's all illegal. I shouldn't be doing this at all. I'm so sorry.
I've got a question.
Go on.
Can my rat friend join the fighting league?
He goes,
Gary, we've got about 20 more seconds of truth.
Okay.
And anything with Lord Bloodstone? Do you have any animosity with him?
Well, like most non-human folk around here, I'm not very well liked, but no, Lord Bloodstone has been very good. He's frequented here. I know that him and the orcs don't get on. And
Have you done wrong by him? Ever?
today I've done wrong by him by sacrificing his favourite griffin fighter. Oh, Platinum Beak!
Why did you run off when we were at the meal? You looked very nervous. You ran off. Why?
Because we're eating his favourite fighter.
Yes, I couldn't bear to tuck into him. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't eat any. I felt so awful. I had to leave. I'd just done such a heinous sin. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, you butchered him very nicely anyway. He was delicious. Your friend.
Well, at least that's some comfort in his passing.
Yes.
Do you want me to fix your griffin door?
Oh yes, please, please. I promise.
Take a little
I promise I
nails
won't.
out, start
I'm
mending
going to
it.
close the fighting ring. I'm just going to be a butcher and non-magical creatures from now on. I'm keeping my. I'm going to be straight edged from now on.
Where have you been since you left the manor?
I went straight to bed, but there was some commotion over it. Well, this is before. But I did see some wagons coming away from the bakery the other night, and I remember that the butler said something about wagons, didn't he? And something about, so maybe there might be answers there.
And you know nothing of the axe?
No, not until it was shown. It was a complete and utter surprise.
And do you know that Lord Bloodstone is missing?
What?
He's gone with the axe.
He's gone? What?
Yes.
No, I had no idea at all.
Assumed
Honest, cross my heart. Cross my heart, hope to die. I haven't had no idea.
Yes.
Oh,
I think
gosh.
the only fair justice, I think Captain Porsum will sit this one out. I think we'll do justice ourselves, and you have to fight the griffin to the death. What do you think? In the square.
That sounds reasonable.
I don't think that's
What?
the right thing to do.
What?
No.
No, please, I'll go to Officer Barker. You can chain me up. That's fine, but please, no. Griffins are violent creatures.
Okay, we'll just chop your bollocks off then. That seems fair.
So something very Game of
don't do
Thrones.
that. No, I should go to prison.
I don't know what your anatomy is like, but I don't have.
I do.
We lay eggs. I'm a dragonborn.
What, you're a female dragonborn?
Yes.
Yes, I suppose.
I think you should go and march yourself down to the police station right now. And yourself in.
You need to confess everything to Officer Barker,
Yeah.
and then you can start afresh with a clean conscience.
And he's quite a sympathetic magic dog.
Absolutely.
That's the goal.
Absolutely, I will do that. He sort of starts to shut and he wraps the chain around as best he can, even though the lock's broken, and he goes to lock his front door. And you watch as he sort of takes himself, doing the walk, like his shoulders hunched like this, tail swinging sort of towards the jail, and walks in through the door.
Shame.
I'm going to heal the griffin.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
My healing spell.
I'm going to remove the dart from him and say, sorry, old chap.
I heal him and go like, be free, my friend. Be free, my friend.
He puffs out his chest, and you can see as your healing magic surrounds him, like his feathers start to ruffle and like the wind starts to swirl around them, and he sort of cries in thankfulness, and
Sounds very much like his cry of pain.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you just call me?
Griffin.
He flies off into the sky.
Yay!
Roll credits.
Oh, credits. Save the animals. Okay.
I thought I was
We've done
gonna.
good here today.
I thought he was going to take me up and drop me.
I was hoping he would, yeah, it would have been funny.
Do vampires fly?
Yes.
Could
don't
you
know. I'm new to
roll
this.
me a changing the cars over so I can take my car to the
Oh yeah, I can
Check.
do. Yeah. Absolutely.
Roll one.
Absolutely. Okay.
Sorry.
If I just go and park on the street, Em, and then you can.
Yeah, that's cool.
We should have done it last night, shouldn't
We should, yeah. But hey.
You live and you
Drive
learn.
my car.
You live, you learn.
Well, yeah, but then that's more.
Well, I don't think it was all
there.
there, guys.
Thank
I don't think it was any of them. I blame the butler.
I think.
It's always the butler.
It's always the
It's
If
always
you want
the
to know my theory, I think he's inside the axe and he's gone inside. And
I think he's gone inside the axe as well.
The orc guy who stole it, he's in there as well, and then he's keeping him prisoner.
I think we should steal the axe.
We don't
I
know
want
where
to
the
get my
axe
hands
is.
on that.
I do have locate object.
Let's find the axe and steal it.
It's in the safe, right?
Yes.
Well, is it?
Why don't we take this town for ourselves?
I'd like a town.
It's not a very good town.
Goblin town.
It's not a very good town, no. We could definitely do better.
That's the whole square.
Yes. And it's full of horrible people.
Yeah.
Boy,
Well, sorry, but it's true.
gave you ale. You didn't
free
bloody
ale.
pay me.
Yes, we're horrible too.
Speak for yourself. I'm quite lovely.
I think Portnoy
You're
would be
the
a good
Griffin.
mayor.
Portnoy.
Yeah, Mayor Portnoy. He's got a nice ring to it.
Could be butler to the mayor. Mayoress, maybe.
Mayoress.
Mayoress. Are you getting the Gregs?
Don't know what
I
I'm
feel like you want the Gregs, don't you?
I don't know what I
You
want.
mentioned it, now you're looking at it.
Yeah, if you're looking at the Greg's menu.
I'm just staring blankly. Oh yes.
Can you heal the rat?
No, I could probably
It's dead.
revive it. There is a spell.
Oh,
to
There is a
revive
spell where you can revive them from the dead.
Okay.
He's a bit mouldy at this point.
it. Yeah, it wouldn't be a very good life if it did come. Why have you done this?
I'm not high enough leveled, I don't think, to have the revive
I won't be
spell.
like super ages anyway.
Pizza.
Abby's been like
Oh, she.
doing the lambing.
Oh right, so she's.
I think she'll be quite tired, and she says smelling of sheep.
Oh, I do have
I
revive.
don't know what kind of experience
Oh,
you
I
have.
could.
A family. Gold diamond.
So you've had victory there.
Oh, it
Okay.
only works for things that die in the last minute.
Yeah,
Where?
I think there's like some mental
It's like
version
level 8 spell or
that
something.
you
where
can
you
revive things from anywhere.
Where would you like to go next? So you've been to the butcher's. You've got Massey the baker or Nero the mage artificer who's got the artifact shop.
Shall we go to the artifact shop, see what we can.
Well,
see if it's got anything
we got the
nice.
wagons with the bakery, which is all a bit odd. But then he might know about the stones.
Yes.
Maybe he knows something about the stones and like how the magic and how that all works.
Maybe we go to the bakery then.
I think bakery first.
Okay.
What's our angle? What we gonna?
I've got to ask about the wagons. What's going on with the wagons?
It's about 90 degrees, I think.
I could disguise myself as a pastry
Hey, do it.
and then sit on a shelf and listen for a day or two.
Also, Chaz,
Yes.
I have a spell called Locate Object.
Where do you have it learned?
Oh yeah.
I do.
That's very handy.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet. So if it's within 1,000 feet, I'll sort of know what
Yeah.
direction it's in.
Okay.
So it might not be here. But I'm
Okay.
going to cast it
Yeah.
and say the axe of the Bloodstone axe. Can I sense it anywhere within 1,000 feet?
Not within 1,000 feet now.
The axe isn't in town. I think it's probably still up at the manor, isn't it? Really?
That one makes sense. It's in the safe.
So you make your way over to
Safe and
the
safe.
bakery, Massey's bakery.
Safekeeping.
Massey's mixes, and there's lights on. There's a lovely smell of freshly baked bread and cakes sort of flowing down the street.
I hate that smell.
And sort of your mouths start to water as you get to the door because it smells so lovely. You open the door and you just see rows and rows of breads and cakes, and there's sort of heat coming from the back of the shop where you think like the ovens and things like that would be. Currently there's no one in the shop, but it seems like someone might be in the back somewhere pottering around or just gone out the back to sort something, but you have an opportunity to search or to do whatever.
I cast Detect Magic and just have a little glance around, see if I can see any magic signs. Any magical objects.
You don't see any magical objects in the bakery, like main area.
Okay.
How does it have like an area of effect or anything like that?
30 feet.
Okay. So let's say in the main bakery room where there's all the goods laid out, you don't see or sense any magic in there. Let me see. Hold on, just get me notes.
Get back to notes up.
Someone. Do you want to roll an investigation check somewhat? You don't have to.
I do. Oh, I got a 60.
Okay. So you start. Carrick starts to sort of go towards the counter, and he sees hung up in. He sees a coat with it's got a split at the bottom and two buttons, and it's hung up on a peg.
Does it?
And it doesn't look like a baker's apron. You're sort of wondering why is that in a bakery?
Can I go check the pockets?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Anything in the pockets?
You don't find too much. You find sort of a little bit of flour. That's just sort of so. There's not really anything in the pockets, but you do find sort of it's been used to bake in.
How big is the coat?
It's sort of like imagine like a blazer size. It's got two sort of pointed tails at the bottom.
For a butler, maybe.
Oh, that's a good point.
Does it have a name or tag or anything?
There's no name tag, nothing that. But you just. Yeah, but you do notice that. Oh, yeah, it could fit a butler, perhaps.
I think I've got this cracked. The butler and the baker, they all are in collusion.
Can I take the coat off the peg?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll put it on.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm going to try pushing the peg as if it was a lever to open a secret wall. Ha! Does it work?
No. You snap. In fact, roll a strength check.
Okay. This was definitely worth doing.
Absolutely.
I rolled a 10.
A 10. You pull it, and the peg sort of starts to bend as if it's about to sort of come off the wall.
Okay,
but you sort of stop yourself from like snapping it off.
As I'm wearing the coat, I cast Disguise Self. However, I can only alter my height by like a foot. And I'm a small creature anyway, so I want to look like a butler.
Okay.
But I'm about 3 foot tall.
Okay, you're about 3 foot tall.
Yeah, I'm wearing the coat, which
Okay,
obviously
you're
stays
wearing
the same size. And that's,
What are you doing?
You think I'm the butler?
You all think you're the butler. You're clearly not the butler.
Yeah, but it's magical now, isn't it? And I'm disguised. Don't give the game away.
Can I... you said this person's at the back, right?
Yeah.
Can I like sneakily? I want to like sneak to the back.
Yeah. Do you
take
want to
look.
roll a stealth check?
Yeah, I want to get there without them noticing and
Yeah.
like take a look around.
Okay.
How good I am sneaking? Not particularly good. 16.
16. Okay.
I'm just sort of like just trying to take a look in. Like,
Yeah. So you sort of you manage to remain undetected, and you do see Massey the baker. There's sort of two rooms back there. There's like a cooling room where Massey is currently, and you can sort of see his orcan form in the shadowy darkness in there. It's all dark to keep all the bread, help the bread cool down. You can sort of just see his back to you, and as you look in, you see a very busy sort of lots of wooden surface tops with dough and flour, lots of big bags of flour, and lots of sort of magical ingredients as well. So you've got like phoenix feathers and unicorn horns and things like that, just sort of scattered everywhere. Roll You can roll a perception check.
Yes.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking it's illegal to bake with these items.
I got an 8.
An 8. Okay. Nothing that you see in there makes you think that is out of the ordinary. You don't notice anything that shouldn't be in there.
It's just normal unicorn feathers in here.
Yeah.
Hey, so we've got one person breeding magical things and making them fight, and then another one using them to bake with.
Okay.
I think those wagons are bringing in magical creatures or sending them off, maybe.
No, harvesting them.
Yeah, maybe.
Massey turns. He begins to turn around.
As he turns to say,
Massey, it's me, the butler!
Massey suddenly jumps out of his skin. He's like, "What? What? What?
Yes.
Velan?
What are we doing again?
What? Where did you? I mean, you're very short. What's You're not V. Are you?
I've got a lot of
Can you roll a
weight
deception
down.
check?
-1 deception. 14.
14. Okay. He's sort of convinced that you could be, but he's still a little bit suspicious. He's like, Velan, are you all right?
Just
What's wrong with your voice?
just wondering how the operation's going.
I'm very cross with you, Velan, to be honest. I can't believe you've shown up like this, especially after what happened.
Oh, should I have come later?
Well,
I've got
you know exactly why I'm cross. I don't see why you're avoiding the question, to be honest.
Oh, I'm sorry about what I did.
Well, what is it that you did do? I want an apology.
I didn't mean to steal the supplies.
What did he do? Velan, what have you done?
Last
what did
night,
he do?
well, Velan has always been my most. He's my apprentice, but he's a genius baker. He is a fantastic baker.
Yes.
Last night when I went up, you're bloody moonlighting for Lord Bloodstone, aren't you?
I needed a
You bastard!
bit more pocket money.
Do I not pay you enough?
No. What? So.
You're bloody moonlighting up there, and I spent all this time. You can tell he's really getting upset now. Like he's like really this affront has like hurt him deeply. And he's really, really upset.
I didn't mean to upset you. I've always admired you as a baker.
And I don't know what on earth you done to those baked goods with that thing in there. And he points into the bakery in the back, and you see a large blue vat.
I did what you told me to do with the blue stuff.
No, what do you mean that's not mine? Absolutely not. We would not have anything like that at all.
What's in it?
I took one sniff of it this morning. I almost went straight back to sleep. I can't believe. And when I got home, I only got halfway down the road. I collapsed in my doorway because of what you'd put in them, and you could taste there was something wrong with them, which is why I had to leave. I knew something was afoot. I couldn't stay there knowing that you'd spiked the baked goods.
Oh, I see. I've been a naughty boy, it seems.
You have. What on earth was your game, Velan?
I've got something to tell you.
What?
I am not Velan.
I cancel the spell and return to a goblin.
What? Oh my gosh! What on earth? What?
I also pretend to be shot.
Thanks for telling us the
Good
stuff.
grief!
I don't mean to upset you, but we're just investigating, and I don't, I thought it was a bit of a ruse, a bit of a laugh, but thanks for the information. Is there anything else you could tell us?
Well, I did see some wagons come by here, and they did stop at the artifact shop as well. And I have no idea where I'd only ordered one to deliver the baked goods for the meal, but there was several. And it seemed like they were filled with different artifacts and furniture and things like that. I have no idea what on earth is going on. I feel a bit taken aback, to be honest. What has happened up at the castle anyway? What's happened up at the manor?
maybe you should drink this. And then.
Oh, thank you. I need something to calm my nerves.
That's just.
Oh. Ugh.
It's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I think we should save one of these for the butler.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Do you know anything else about the Bloodstone Manor or the axe?
Let me find it. Well, I do know that Velan is a mysterious character whose motives are uncertain. I'd feel like I do not know him anymore.
Ah.
We used to be close friends. I've nurtured him as an apprentice and as a genius baker. He was doing so well. I was hoping to pass it on to him when I eventually pass away. But my assistant being an employee at Lord Bloodstone's, I mean, I only discovered the truth when I saw him in that butler's garb the other night. And I'm so sorry for what happened for what's happening up there. I do wonder though. Velan, he's very fussy about his working hours. He only works in the evenings and at night time. So that's why I was so cross, because he was up at the manor and he should have been in the bakery. When I got back, the bakery was wide open, the lights were on. Anybody could have come in and raided the till or anything.
Have you now or ever met Lord Bloodstone Hall?
No, never. I know that I face my deal of challenges here, but I think this seals it. I don't feel welcome here. I think I need to leave.
Do you ever hunger for blood?
No. No, never.
Asking.
Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea where Lord Bloodstone is, or the axe is?
No, I have no idea. I know that the legend of the Bloodstone axe is that it's a bit of a hellish artifact. That's all I really know about it, is that it affects the soul of the person who wields it. It affects the souls of others around, but from what that actually does, I have no knowledge, but just passed down from my orcish. I mean, that thing obliterated, when I saw it, that obliterated hordes of my kinsmen thousands of years ago in the Great Battle, and their remains have never been found.
Ooh,
I'd like to get my hands on that.
But I can give you some help. Let me help you. There's a sheet of paper somewhere. It's got a thing on it, and I can't find it.
That's a lot of handouts, man.
Yeah, I know. I've not used all of them yet. Okay, here we go. Use this one. I'm going to rip a bit off. Also, in fact, I'll give you the. I'll give you all of them actually. Marcy is now under arrest, but he said he wanted you to have some of these things as well, and he did at the time forget to give you them. But here we have the Butcher's Blade, which is a mystical longsword, a Butcher's Fistplate, and the Butcher's Crook. Special enhancements for your weapons that you already carry. And I want to bestow with you a Baker's Apron, an enchanted apron that not only grants its wearer a +1 bonus to their cooking abilities, but you can create delicious cakes once per day. And these cakes give you a +1 on any roll, including damage saves. Damage saves? Damage rolls.
there you go.
Oh, thank you.
I think I can get some scissors if you want to.
Right, that's nice. Is there anything you know about the artifact man?
I haven't heard from him. To be honest, his shop's been awfully silent. The lights haven't gone on yet. I've walked by just now as I was putting out the waste.
Is that unusual?
No, he's normally the first one open at 5 in the morning. It's very, it bodes evil, and it makes me feel like I should leave sooner rather than later.
Hey, if I was you, I'd get out of here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, good friends. You've been so gentle to me, thank you. Amid all this strange talk and strange behaviour that's been happening. And he,
Do you mind if I take a couple of cakes on the way out?
Please do,
It's a bit
please do.
famished, you see.
Please take what you want.
Were you cooking with animal magical animal ingredients.
Well, yes.
Is that
yes.
allowed? Is that okay?
No, I suppose I've been being supplied from the butcher shop. Any runoffs that he doesn't have, I give to him. Yes.
Hey, okay.
Right, and he sort of it starts to gather his cloak and sort of he himself starts to make himself a little haversack to take with him. And he says, he hands you the key of the bakery and says, "See you, friends. Thank you." And he leaves.
Hey!
Getting out.
Can I go to the vat of blue stuff and
Yes.
gather some?
Absolutely. Yep.
I want like a pouch of it or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. There's as it's a bakery, he's got lots of like bowls and jars and things like that. So you quickly like sort of riffle through the cupboards and you find a couple of jars.
Cool, yeah, a glass jar full of it. That'd be great.
Cool. Okay, super. Yeah. So yeah, and it's sort of this blue liquid, and it sort of has this mist that sort of comes off it, and yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Super. Okay. So you're standing in the bakery. The owner has left, seemingly departing. What do you do next?
Let's eat cake and sleep.
I want to eat a cake. Hey, a nice. Yeah.
Do you want to do a short rest, or I don't know if you really need it?
I'm going to look around for any valuables. We've
Yeah.
not made any money on this trip, so we may as well do some now. Any
We've got
gold?
some nice fancy.
Any gold in the till?
stuff, though.
As Massey left, he did empty the till, so he had travelling gold. But there is a couple of coins left over that he's forgotten.
Any rings or bits of jewellery?
No rings, no. As he's a baker, he tends not to have piercings and things around because they always happens they end up in the cakes themselves.
Any knives or?
No, it seems that he was true to his word when he said that he was not a violent orc. And he has no knives. He's got sort of like a board that he uses to chop the dough.
Yep.
But it's not really sharp enough to be considered a weapon.
Yes.
I've done it. I did it. I had a skill test thing that we were going to do, and I didn't do it. But we were going to make cakes. But anyway, I'll save it for another thing.
Now we can make cakes at will.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you can make cakes at will.
Are you wearing that?
Yeah, if I wear the baker's apron
Yeah.
and make cakes, delicious cakes,
Yeah,
are they delicious to me or the people?
everyone that eats them, anyone. It's like a
Because
magical.
as a goblin, if I made a delicious cake, it might be like slime or something.
Right. Yeah.
But
Well, you can choose how you like, because it sort of gives you that ability. You could make like one for each of you, or like two for each of you, because there's 6. You can make 6 in a batch.
6 for yourself.
So it's basically, you can use it as like like a bonus action to add, or just to add.
bit of flavour.
Yeah,
Cool.
bit of flavour. Yeah, cool. So you have our heroes have gone to the bakery and the butcher's shop. Where would you like to go now?
I think we've solved it, so that's probably it. Leave it there, lads.
What about the artifact shop? Where you get some.
Hey, I think we should go there, and then I think we need to go see the butler, wherever he may be hiding.
Yes.
Okay, so you exit the shop,
See the artifact.
and the sun is high in the
Yes,
sky now. And it's sort of like it's about midday, and
I check again, is the sun burning me?
no effects of vampirification have taken effect now. Are you thrilled or
Mixed emotions.
okay, mixed emotions? So you walk over to the artifact shop, and you do indeed discover it is locked tight. It's as if
I'm going to have the fist plate.
yeah, it just looks empty. But you're just looking at the front of the shop currently. So there's like a closed sign. There's curtains that have been drawn, these big silk curtains in front, so you can't really see in.
Go around the back of the shop.
Yeah.
Just see
Okay.
is there a back way in? Is there,
Yeah, so you notice around the back that there's an open window on a higher level. There's no back door, but there is a window.
Yes, let's slither one in there.
Yeah,
So.
there is a window. I'll take that.
Is there anything in the alley behind it?
No, not at the moment. No, there's nothing in the alley behind it. It's just sort of like dust and leaves and stuff. It's quite empty.
If I give you a boost, do you want to get up there?
Yes.
Like how I give you a boost with the tail.
Like a little halfling footstool. Okay.
I'm going to use my butcher's fist blade to tap the glass and try and smash it.
So
window's
how's that happening? What's
Smash it.
So how's he giving you a boost? Like, are you like lift him up like that, or how?
I'm just going to stand there and be like, use my shoulders.
Okay. Can you roll a strength check? And is it Silas that's using
Silas,
it?
yes.
Can you roll an athletics check, please?
Athletics check.
Strength check. 12.
Okay.
Athletics 15.
Okay. So you're sort of. Fantina uses all her strength, and she's really like straining and like sort of got like blood vessels in her eyes going. But then thankfully Silas like sort of kicks off her hands and manages to grab onto the sort of ledge of the open window and manages to pull himself up. In fact, yeah, you've managed to pull yourself up.
Excellent. And what do I see in the shop?
So inside, you're sort of up on there's like here's the shop, and you have sort of entered. There's like these rooms at the back where there's like little staircases going up. You have sort of landed there in that area, and it's sort of a darkened back room with lots of old boxes and crates, sort of filled with what you assume is like magical artifacts.
Yes. Shall I help you guys in?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Excellent. Well, I'll throw all this stuff out and we can make haste.
Boy.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you do? What?
Well, I'm going to slither around looking for anything valuable.
Okay.
What's that bit of gold there?
Roll an investigation check.
16.
16. Okay. So as you walk through, you spot a stain on the carpet on the floor,
Stain on the carpet.
and it seems to
What kind
some sort of liquid has
stain?
been pooling there, and it sort of blends in with the carpet and sort of seems to be taking you behind the register, sort of the register area, like sort of the counter.
Let's follow that then, shall we?
Behind the register, you find the sad, decrepit body of a mage dwarf.
Mage dwarf. Oh dear.
The one from the pot?
Yeah, Nero.
Do I
Nero-
recognise him as Nero?
Yes, you do recognise him as Nero.
I need
Yeah.
the toilet.
Oh, I need the toilet
fine.
too. I'll go after you.
That's fine.
Do you want to go before me? Because
Oh, I don't know.
Are you ready to go? Yeah. Cool. Okay. So you, it's only is it Silas? Yeah.
Yeah.
Silas is standing in the middle of the dark artifact shop, and yeah, he's standing over the dead corpse of Nero, the elf. I keep saying elf today. The dwarf mage, and he has a letter clutched in his hands.
How did he die? Can I sense how he died?
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
He's got no head.
Do we think he's going to have an axe-sized wound in his back? Potentially.
well,
5.
You can see in one hand he's clutching a letter, and in the other hand he is holding something over his heart. That it's something that he's grasping. You can't quite see.
Okay, can I attempt? I'm going to attempt to. He's holding something in each hand. I'm going to get them out
Yeah,
and curl his fingers.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Roll a strength check.
got the old rigor mortis.
Just for fun.
I got a crit 1.
A crit one. You are having trouble. You are really struggling. They're holding onto these things so tight. You might need some help.
He's slippy. I can't get in. He's slippy. Oh, okay. I'll open the front door. Go around, lads.
Carrot, roll a strength check.
Me or?
Yeah. Because you're shaking the front door.
I'm gonna go let him in as well.
I got a 4.
A 4. Okay. Yeah. You're just standing there. There's people in the square, like sort of looking at you, like peering around because they're like, "What on earth is he doing?" But you're just stood there. Like,
Standard procedure.
and then you, the door opens outwards, and you sort of skid across the floor as the door opens.
Still shaking.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. We're in.
Okay.
Can somebody open his hand, please?
I'll give it a go.
Cool. Roll a strength check.
I'm not very
It's
sure.
so funny. Oh my gosh.
Imagine the story ends. Well,
And there you go. Well, we don't.
Literally rolled a 1.
You're on a 1. Wow. Okay. You're really having trouble. You're really having
This is
trouble.
impossible.
No, yeah. Carrot, it's up to you.
I go. Portnoy! And Portnoy comes up. He tries to pry his hand open with his little tiny metallic claws. Where is he? Oh, he doesn't have any strength, so I guess I was wrong.
Doesn't have
No,
any
he's got
strength.
no modifier.
Rolled a 1. Wow. Okay.
That's like a 1 in 8,000 chance.
What the hell?
So suddenly you hear the door open again at the front of the shop, and it's Officer Barker. Hi, fellow adventurers. How are we doing?
Not great. We can't open this dead man's hands.
Don't you worry. I'll give you a hand or a paw.
There is a dead man here as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. That's quite important.
Oh my gosh! What on earth happened here?
We're trying to find out. He's holding something which we think may be evidence. We thought we'd ring you, but we don't respect you. So
Well,
Also, mobile phones haven't been invented.
it's a good job I was here. I know. What do you want about calling me? I can't hear you all the way from over at the station.
I mean, it's about 30 yards away, isn't it?
So he sort of uses his paws and pries it open, and he hands you a letter, and in the other one, the fingers open, and there is a dagger covered in blood, pierced straight into the heart of Nero.
Does he have any bite marks on his neck?
Roll an investigation check.
So it's supposed to look like he's stabbed himself in the heart.
25.
Is that what it's supposed to
25.
look like?
Yeah, straight away you notice there are 2 deep gashes on his neck.
Hey, maybe he's stabbed himself to stop himself becoming a vampire. Perhaps he got bitten and he was like, I'm becoming a vampire. And then he stabbed himself.
It's hard to resist the charms of the night.
The Officer Barker turns to Quintina and he hands over the letter with it in his mouth.
Good.
Officer
doggy.
Barker,
Yep,
did you arrest that scoundrel Arlo?
absolutely.
I hope he's in that dungeon where he might get
Yeah.
murdered by another blood lady.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Yes, very unfortunate. That scoundrel forced to fight for his life. Oh dear. What poetic justice.
Well, that's what I'm all about, justice. What?
You're a good boy.
Thank you. His tail wags. You gonna read out loud for the rest of the group, Fantina?
No, I think I'll burn this. No, I read it for you now. I'll do it in what I think would be Nero's voice. Dear esteemed citizens of Blindman's Barrow, it is with a heavy heart and a burdened soul that I, Nero the Antique Stealer, come forth with a confession that weighs heavily on my conscience. I must confess...
Wait. Before you finish, we should feed him the potion. And the letter will be the truth.
I don't think so, no. No.
Okay.
No, we should probably save that for the butler. I must confess my grave transgressions of supplying a known and sinister contact with illicit artifacts, including the cursed golden Bloodstone axe that brought about the tragic demise of our beloved Lord Bloodstone. Here I pour forth my soul, my guilt stains my hands red. Lord Bloodstone was killed at the hands of Velan the butler. I had no idea who he was until I spotted him at the banquet serving our beloved lord. In my blind pursuit of wealth and power, I have unwittingly played a part in a vile scheme that has shattered the peace of our humble town. For this reprehensible act, I deeply regret my actions and seek your forgiveness, though unworthy it may be. I cannot erase the pain and suffering my betrayal has caused, but I vow to make amends and aid in bringing the true culprit to justice. Please use anything from my collection if it may aid in bringing Velan to justice. May my confession serve as a beacon of truth and redemption in the bloody shadows that now cloak our once peaceful streets. With my life, Nero, the antiques dealer of Blindsman Barrow.
Wow. It's so sad.
Oh my god.
Does it look like his handwriting? Does anyone know?
It looks like Times New Roman.
Can I look for some receipts or anything in near the till?
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
Is there any receipts or logs, like books, that he may keep for his sales?
You notice that there's a book on his table that's open in front of him, and you see there's a picture of a golden axe with a red stone in the middle of it on the first page of the book that is open to.
Excellent. Does it say anything?
It says it just has the picture and a title that says the Bloodstone Axe, the Soul Reaver.
The Soul Reaver. Can I compare the handwriting?
It's like it's like a printed book, so it's not.
Okay.
It's one that's like an artifact.
Yeah.
book
Okay.
type thing. Yeah. So you can, as he said, you can search his shop for anything of use that you find in there, and you come across these 3 items that you think might help. So I'll read them out and then I can hand them out. So you have the Stormcaller blade, a weathered sword with intricate patterns etched into its hilt. It's said to harness the power of thunderstorms, and when wielded by a skilled warrior, it crackles with electricity. Add 1d6 of thunder damage to your normal weapon swing.
Ooh.
A worm guard plate, a set of dragon scale armor forged with ancient magic, and it boasts unmatched protection and resilience. They are impenetrable, offering the wearer an exceptional defense. So basically, this once per combat, the wearer may roll 6d6. Whatever the roll is, that damage is deflected.
I'll be having that. Thanks very much. I'm gonna put
And
that.
then a radiant shield of divinity, a sacred relic believed to have been blessed by celestial beings, golden light that repels all forms of radiant damage.
I'm also going to take that.
So you split that between you. The
You guys can
Stormcaller
have any
blade.
other stuff. All the swords and whatever.
You want the good things?
I want the armor. Well, I wear heavy armor. Do you wear heavy armor?
No.
You're a monk, right?
I don't want any of that stuff.
I
have
want the
the
2 bits
blade?
of armor. There's all these things as well, right?
Yeah.
The butcher's stuff. I don't want any of this. You can have this.
that stuff's
We do have like a fist plate that you can use.
I've got the fist
Ah,
plate.
okay, that's super.
You've got the fist plate.
I don't use any weapons, so I don't have any use for any
Yeah,
of
I
that.
was,
yeah.
I was like literally last night. I was like waiting to know what you all were, so I could be like, right, I need to make these weapons that are going to match their characters. But the storm blade thing, like whatever weapon, you can sort of attach it to the end of it, and it'll do the same thing.
Nice. Yeah, I want to do that.
Cool.
Assuming that's
I
going
do
to
have
Portnoy.
scissors somewhere that have gone. But anyway, but yeah,
Portnoy's going to be loaded up.
absolutely.
I don't know if he can wield a sword.
Everyone roll an perception check, please.
Oh,
17.
Okay.
2.
2 or a 22?
Two.
Just a 2.
14.
Okay. So, what's Carrick? You are still just transfixed on the
Yeah.
body, and you're like,
Look at my new sword as well.
yeah. And you don't notice anything. The other 2, you start to see a red glow fill the room, and you turn around to see.
It's the butler!
To see, the butler standing there, Velan standing there against. He's holding the golden axe, and the stone is shimmering all around the room.
I'm going to stop.
I think we should take this somewhere else, boys. Off we go. He snaps his fingers.
Like the bedroom.
And in a flash, all of you are transported away.
The end.
Yeah, you're all dead. Okay, no. You...
To heaven.
That's it. So you can... let's do... Yeah, okay, so you find yourselves in the Great Hall once more of the Bloodstone Manor. There's a fire crackling. All of the windows have been blasted out. There's wind coming in from all sides. The room is only lit by the fire. And Velan is sat at the head of the table with a chalice of blood in his hand. And from behind him, you sort of see shadows stretching out from either side of him.
I say, what time is dinner?
Why have you done this, Velan?
Welcome. I'm surprised you didn't work it out sooner.
To be honest, I kind of did.
Well, have a look outside in the corridor. Look at the family portraits on the walls. What do you think of them?
Do they look like him?
You go outside. Yeah, you go outside into the hallway and you look at the pictures, and all of them, like you remember Lord Bloodstone is sort of short and squat and very beardy, but all these are clean-shaven men. They have hair sort of swept back in sort of in sort of a comb back, high foreheads, and they're all have pale skin.
Vampires.
As I'm looking up at them, I start brushing my hair back.
You worked it out yet?
Hey, you're the Bloodstone. You're a vampire.
Yes. Well worked out, cleric. Yes. Well, you must know, if I must have my big monologue moment, it was that drasted Lord Bloodstone, sullying this town with filthy orcs and dragonborn. And when he got to the age, when he came of age, he did not take the vampire's vow, as did his father before him and his father before him. We Bloodstones have always been vampiric. But I, being the great-great-great-grandfather of Lord Bloodstone, will now have my revenge. I will take back what is rightfully mine. Blindman's Barrow is mine to rule forever. And as he laughs, like you see the shadows next to him aren't actually shadows; they're huge, like bat-like wings that stretch out of his back, and he sort of starts to look a bit transformed. He sort of starts to get horns growing out of his head, and it's like sort of bat flesh sort of coming through.
Careful, chaps, he bakes a mean cake.
I think he might be a vampire.
Everyone roll initiative.
Let's not jump to conclusions now.
Right, you talk him down. I'm going to draw him.
I think you might have to help this time around.
I got a 3.
I got a 6.
I got a 6.
Oh dear.
Okay, right, well, let me write this down.
Shall we roll again, Daniel?
Yeah, roll off.
Oh yeah.
Roll up. Roll
What is anyone used their?
Do you roll initiative again or just a d20?
Yeah.
I guess anything.
You could, yeah.
Well,
you
I've
can
done
roll
initiative again and I got a 6 again.
Well, I got a 1, so you
Okay.
can go first.
So
15 for Velan. What did you get, Ryan? Sorry.
I got 3.
3. All right.
I'm last. It goes now.
I'm 6.5, call it.
Okay.
Done 6.
So Silas, and then Carrick. Oh, is Carrick's
Carrick.
third or second?
Third, Fentina.
Third and 15. Okay. Well, that works because Velan has an ability called Dramatic Entrance. The Blood King always goes first at the start of any encounter.
Oh, the Blood King? That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Blood King, can I ask you,
Yes.
why did you let your son be in charge and then his son and then his son? Why didn't you just remain in charge? Why did you butler for so many years?
Well, I was cursed. You see, without this axe, I am nothing. This is the Bloodstone reborn, brought back to me so I can rule. You see, my vampiric powers were cursed and laid dormant whence I was not in the presence of the Bloodstone. But now I have it. I can rule my land, rule my realm as I see fit. Fully vampiric, fully powered.
Fully. Yeah. Let's go, boys.
Okay.
Let's go, boys.
Portnoy does like a little pose, like.
Fantini, you might want to sit this
Okay.
one out.
So the first thing...
I don't do tits. That's an actual Timothy Morgan quote. Yeah, we went to a strip club and he had a panic attack. He's like, it's just, I don't do tits.
Okay, so he draws...
I love it.
He draws a blade from his back, which is a dark as night, an obsidian blade, and...
Is he holding the axe as well?
Yeah,
Cool.
I guess.
Yeah, you can. I'm
Yeah,
just
sorry.
asking if he's
I'm trying to
holding
think if this is like, yeah, or maybe it's yeah. Let's see. He's sort of
dual wielding.
He's dual wielding, but he's drawn the obsidian blade first.
Cool.
And he swoops down the table towards. How do I do the thing?
I'll be fine.
I don't know why.
Four.
A four.
He swoops towards
Right. I don't know. Let's just say.
If you want to
Let's
randomize
say
it,
so.
just
Yeah.
do a d6 and do like 1, 2, 3.
Oh
4,
yeah,
5,
okay, that works. Thank you. I was like, wait, how am I gonna do this? Yeah, okay. So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, okay. So he comes towards Silas with his obsidian blade, and he rolls to slash you.
Wait, Silas is not. Did you mean that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so your swing
all
comes
about you.
towards Silas.
I'm just saying.
It's 15, does it hit?
Yes. He's probably got a plus.
Probably got
something as
plus,
well.
yeah, it is plus 9.
Plus 9.
Okay, so it hits.
Can I just check? He's not a snake, is he?
No, he's not a snake, no. So 2d6. So he does damage-wise, does 2d6 plus 4. So that is 10 damage to you.
How
As
is he attacking me? A
slashes at you.
slash?
Yeah, a slash, yeah.
10 damage. Excellent.
Yeah. He then he uses a thing called Rebe Ra, which is like an action. Can you do an action and a combat attack at the same time?
Usually an
attack.
attack is an action.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you
Okay,
can
I can't do
But
that.
sometimes they have multi-attack.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what I've written or what it says.
If you got a bonus action.
How much damage did that take?
Bonus action.
Oh, that's
Any
okay.
bonus actions?
Did you add damage onto your damage?
Add damage onto my damage.
As in, like, you usually roll dice and at plus 4 or plus whatever.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool, just check.
Okay. And then he
Quite like that to die.
Yeah.
doesn't say bonus actions, but
I mean, you're the DM. You can
yeah, that's true.
You are the
decide.
DM, man.
see a
Okay,
world where
so
there's dying in it.
Usually you can do one attack. Usually bonus action is your the arm, your weaker arm.
Okay, yeah,
When
yeah.
you use your weaker arm,
yeah.
you roll the dice and don't have the plus.
So
Often.
as an action, he pulls the gold stone axe, and next to Silas is Officer Barker, and straight away he swings his axe down at Officer Barker, and the stone in the axe glows, and Officer Barker screams as he's consumed into the stone of the axe.
He killed God! No.
The Lord won't save you now.
Oh, God.
Okay, so it's now Silas.
Officer Barker!
No! Who's going to save us now?
Woof.
Who's good is it?
So it's over to Silas. It's Silas's go.
Well, I suppose I better do something. I'm going to punch him in his nut.
Punch me in his nut. Okay. Roll.
Right. Just need to figure out what I can do. So, unarmed strike. Roll to hit. 8.
Miss.
Okay. I'm going to
He
do.
dodges out the way. He's too quick for you.
Okay, I'm going to do my flurry of blows. After you take an attack on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as bonus actions.
Okay.
So, 1 unarmed strike gets 22.
Yeah, hits. Yeah.
Another unarmed strike gets 13.
Miss.
Okay, so that 22 does 9 damage.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do this. Once per day, the wielder can release a powerful wave of energy that deals 2d6 extra damage to creatures.
Oh, baby.
Additionally, the weapon has a strong appetite for blood, gaining temporary boost in power +2 on damage rolls after slaying a creature. Oh, I've not slayed a creature yet. After slaying a creature?
So once you kill something,
once you
then
kill
you get
something,
more powerful.
I get more power.
Yeah.
Okay, right, I'm just going to do the 2d6 then.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So,
It might not be the final boss one.
so 9 plus 5. So 14 damage in total.
14 damage.
And that's my go, and I've used 1 chi point. In fact, I'm going to then. Can I?
Whoa!
Because that's not a bonus action.
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
That's just the flurry of blows.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, I'm going to disengage.
You'll get an attack of opportunity.
Does that mean you don't get an attack of opportunity? You get step of wind.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to disengage.
So I'm going to disengage and try and get as far away from him as possible.
Okay, yep. Okay, so you sort of lamp him one round the face, and he's like, ah! But he's sort of, he's it was a strong punch, but he's sort of,
Flurry
he's still
blows
very happy.
is a bonus action.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry. I won't
Okay.
disengage him. I'm just
Okay.
there.
Super. Okay, so it's Carrick now.
And I look at the axe and I cast.
Yes, there we go.
I cast heat metal on the axe.
Oh.
So
Okay.
any metal object I choose becomes red hot and glows. Any creature in physical contact takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast a
Oh,
spell.
okay.
So he takes 2d8. And he has to make a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And he has to beat 15.
Okay. Right. Let me get the character sheet up. Constitution saving throw. Okay. So what damage does he? Or do you
So
do
he
the
ta-
Constitution
takes-
saving throw first?
No, he'll take 2d8. So let me just do that now.
He rolled 18.
Oh, okay. So he's holding onto it and it glows,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that just means he keeps holding onto it.
Okay.
Because if he failed, he would have dropped it.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Got you. Yeah.
It takes it like a match.
Yeah.
And how much?
So yeah, 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
And then, hang on, let me just press cast. That was my action.
Yeah.
Then, as a bonus action. Oh no, that's a concentration spell, so I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Run away. Just leg it out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want I guess I want to run up to him with my movement.
Yeah. Make sure there's nothing in the oven. I can smell food. It makes me worry that we've left some in the oven. Much in the oven. Turn it on. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hot. That's all right.
Nice.
Cool.
And then my steel defender will do the same. It will sprint up
Yeah.
and try and punch.
Okay.
So this is to hit. +7, so 20 to hit.
Oh wow, yeah, it's hit. Yep.
Okay, and then it's going to do 1d8 damage +3. 4 damage.
4 damage. Okie doke. Super.
Just punches his leg out.
Yeah. Okay. Super. So. Yeah. So you starting to hit him now, and he's turned his attention towards you.
Cool. Well, yeah, we're both up in his grill. I'm
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Become the knight!
Is he, by any chance? Actually, I don't know if I'll know this. I don't think you have to tell me, do you? Is he... Well, vampires sometimes are weak to radiant damage, so they take like double radiant damage. Undead things sometimes do. But it'll say on this character sheet whether he does or not. You'd have to tell me,
Yeah.
but just when I do my spell, just be aware.
Okay.
It's
Do you remember how much
radiant
damage?
Yeah, yeah.
It is weak to it.
Do you remember how much damage Ed did to Strahd in the last battle? It was
nuts.
like hundreds of points of damage.
So what I'm going to do is
Yeah.
cast Spirit Guardians,
Okay.
which are basically they're like sort of spiritual guardians
Yeah.
that sit around me in a circle.
Okay.
So like they're like a circle around me.
Yeah.
And then if I come into contact with things, they like hurt it.
Okay.
I've got like an aura around me basically.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cast that as my action.
Yeah.
Let me just use the spell slot. There's no rolls or anything, it just happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Spirit Guardian.
And then I'm going to run up to him.
Okay.
They flit around at a distance of 15 feet. And because I'm good, they appear angelic.
Yeah.
Also, I can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. So I'll just say, don't hurt any of my friends here.
Including
Okay. Yeah.
Including Portnoy.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I only hurt the guy.
Yeah.
Cool, and then I basically run up to him.
Okay.
So I'm within range of him now.
Yeah.
So
Is
when
it-
he comes within range of the Guardians...
Yeah. Is it counted as an attack or is it just damage?
No,
Okay.
it's just damage that happens.
Okay.
An
Cool.
affected creature's speed is halved in the area, so his speed is halved
Okay.
right now. When the creature enters the area for the first time, like right now, he must take a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
take a wisdom saving throw
Or he's
against 13.
Okay. He rolled a 4.
Okay.
5
In
minus
which
1.
case, he's going to take 3d8 radiant damage.
Okay. 3d8 radiant damage.
Which means if he was weak to radiant, he would take like double that. But if he's not, he'll just take 3d8. So I will.
3d8. That's
Well, I
not
can
what
roll
was
it here.
there. Okay, that's great. Yeah, thank you.
So I rolled a 17. So you either take 17 or 34,
Okay.
depending on
okay.
whether he's
Take
weak or not.
17 damage.
Okay, he's not weak to radiant. Good to know. So that was my main action. And that stays around me for the next
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Cool.
Unless I lose concentration,
Okay.
which can happen by getting hit or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my action.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Just
have
doing
any
it.
real bonus actions.
boner action.
Oh no, I don't really have any. What does Channel Divinity do?
I think you can like.
You can fuel magical effects a number of times.
Okay.
Going up to the
Just wait. Yeah, so that's basically my go. But I've ran up to him,
Yeah.
so I'm right next to him now.
Yeah.
So I've got my shield up. I'm like, come on, bro. And I'm just going to stand next to him while my spirit's attacking.
Yeah.
And that's my go.
Okay, awesome.
Ayah!
Okay. Let me have a look.
What's
So he, so the first thing, so Velan moves away. Where's he getting at? Is that, it's an attack of opportunity, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, okay.
Unless he's got like
Disengage, that's what I'm trying to see if he got disengaged.
Oh, actually, I think he might get hurt at the start of my turn with this thing.
Okay.
Let me
so-
just read it.
Yeah, that's right.
He might not do. Spirit Guardians. Okay. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there.
Okay.
So I think that means he gets hurt again. Is that right?
Start in the turn or start of the turn. So he
It
said.
says when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn,
Yeah.
or it starts its turn there.
Yeah, that's fine then. You've done the
That's
right thing.
effective.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the first thing he's going to do is a bonus action, which is Children of the Night, where he calls swarms of bats. So
We are the children of
4 swarms of bats. Four swarms of bats have arrived, and they sort
Where
of.
do they come? Where do they get apparatus?
So 3 of them have. There's 1 to each person, and then the 4th one sort of in front of him.
Any ones that are within my 15 feet will immediately get hit by it as soon
Okay.
as they come into life.
Okay. How much? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that happens. Okay. What damage do they take?
They will, well, they take wisdom saving throws.
Okay. Oh gosh. Right. I just do one for the swarm.
Yeah.
What is the wisdom of a bat?
5.
Okay, so they all take 3d8 damage.
Okay. 3d8 damage.
Yes. Shall I roll it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Roll! 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Yeah, the bats have sort of taken some damage, and they're sort of just hanging in there. But yeah, they're sort of. Yeah. They're not, I don't know what a bat sounds like. But yeah. But yeah, they're sort of trying to. Yeah, there's a couple of bats in the swarm have died, but they're still sort of. Yeah, just hanging on.
Cool.
Then he's going to do his main attack, which is so he's uses a draining bite on Fentina. So I'm gonna roll to hit. Is that the right one? And sometimes I'm like, which one is which? I think that's right. So he it's 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And he does.
Don't spear me.
1d6 plus 4 plus 10, so that piercing damage plus 10 necrotic damage. So 1d6. My d6 is gone.
Gotta get
Right, 1d6 plus 4. So 6 of 4 is 10. So he does 20.
I'm ready to use my Worm Guard Plate ability.
Okay, yeah.
66. I want to roll normal.
Yeah. 66. You might have to roll through. I don't know how many I've got. I might have
5. You have 6.
6. Amazing.
D6s.
Would you like to?
Right, so that's 10. 20 damage, I deflect.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Nice.
Jesus!
So
The armor glows and deflects the walls.
Awesome.
I go, ha ha ha! You stupid. I can do that once per combat. So that's gone now.
Well, it's probably a good use of it, so you negated all damage.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to do the bats now. So the bats are going to.
Not the bees.
They're going to all the 3 swarms that are next to you are going to attack all of you with unarmed strikes.
Okay.
That's what they. They don't. Yeah. They they don't really have arms, do they?
Bitey beasties.
So I'll do Fentina first. And it's 15. Is that hit?
No, that misses.
Okay, so your bats just like fly past you, and you feel a breeze go by you. 10 for Silas.
Nope.
No. Okay, they're not very good bats. And 24 for Carrot.
10% and 8,000.
So you take 6 biting damage.
They bite. Don't hurt me, brothers. I am one of you.
He can summon rats. I almost
What?
might summon some rats later.
Portnoy is the only one.
Okay, so Velan is going to move. He's going to move away.
We're going to attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Get
yeah.
an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
I also
Hi-ya!
get an attack of opportunity. Wait, does Portnoy get an attack of opportunity?
If he's within range.
23.
No, Portnoy
That
does.
hits. Yeah. it
I
hits.
will hit you with my normal mace.
I'm going to punch you for 4 damage.
Punch me for 4 damage. Okay, thank you.
I get a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And I will deal 11 damage plus 1d6 of thunder damage.
I need to kill one of these bats and then I get +2 damage roll.
Lord.
You do, yes.
So another 6 points of damage.
So how much does that in total?
17.
17 points of damage. Okay.
I rolled a 22 to hit. Which I'm assuming hits.
Yeah,
Did
absolutely.
you bring
Yeah.
Rosie's coat by any chance? No.
I did. 1 damage.
No.
1 damage.
Was I asked to?
Yes.
Oh, no,
Okay.
She just asked.
I'm not very strong.
I don't know where it is. I didn't have it. did I?
So yeah, so
Where's the house?
Carrick's contraptions hit me and he's like ah. Right. Okay, and so it's Silas.
Yes. I'm going to
Draw him.
punch some bats.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like trying to pick them out like a monk.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay,
Like a monk.
like a monk.
You know,
24,
you've seen
25 to hit them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm
You,
gonna do my flurry of blows as well.
Yeah, cool.
So, the first one is a 13,
okay. Yeah.
and the second one is a 17.
Okay. Is that damage?
No, that's,
that's the
to
2
hit.
extra
So
ones.
13, does that hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's up to you. So the first lot of damage is 5,
Yeah.
and then does one of them die in that?
Are you farming the bats?
I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say he died, or is it just trying to figure out when? Because when something.
I activate my trap card.
As soon as something dies, I get +2 damage.
Oh,
basically.
I see.
So trying to figure out when something dies.
Okay. One bat dies.
Okay, one bat dies. So the next lot of damage is
Oh no, you got a snowball and do like a million.
9 damage.
9 damage. Yeah.
And the next one
Some
is
more bats die.
Oh no.
6 damage.
Yeah. Okay. So your swarm of bats, you absolutely just punch the shit out of them, basically.
Yes.
And they all fall to the ground and
plus
they're
6
dead on the
damage.
floor and they disappear in a purple puff.
And
of
there's a
smoke.
bonus action. I'm going to eat them.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Eat some bats. I'm
they-
a snake, mate. I'm a snake man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You've got
So
COVID.
Before some of them, I was going to say, before some of them disappear, you manage to get them in your mouth and sort of have a chew on them. Yeah. Does that do anything, or is it just for?
Oh no,
roleplay?
it's just for
That's cool.
just for effect.
Amazing.
I'm a
Super.
snake person.
Yeah,
Sometimes the blood, rodents, something
Yeah.
about them. Just want them in my gob.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, then it is unless if you finish this Carrick next.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that as a bonus action. I should have done dodge as a bonus action for next time, but that's okay.
Is it Kerrick's turn?
Yes.
Most excellent! So I'm going to use my bonus action first of all to heat up the handle again,
Yeah,
because the spell's continuous.
yeah.
So he takes.
Do you want? Okay. So constant. What? What do you normally roll?
Yeah, it's Constitution. So
Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Yeah. So he takes 4 points of damage again.
Yeah. He rolled a 20, so he still
maintains his grasp.
maintains that.
just take
That's
it.
fine.
It's just like,
Yeah, he's like,
it hurts, but I'm going to
So
go.
how much damage was it?
That was 4 damage.
4 damage.
And then I'm going to sprint up to him and I'm going to hit him with my little mace.
Yeah, go on. Go on, son.
I'm going to aim. So 13 to hit. Probably misses, right?
Oh yeah, it absolutely misses. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. I get an extra attack. So I get to attack twice with 1 attack action, apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
11, so even worse.
Yeah.
So I missed both.
Yeah. So he's sort of dodging and moving around.
Okay, and then my steel defender will also sprint up to him and use his force empowered rend, which is just his attack. It's just called that. He rolls a 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, it's hit. Yeah.
Woohoo! And he's going to deal 1d8 plus 3. 5 points of damage.
Okay. Super. So you get right up to him. You're sort of punching him and he's dodging out the way, and then suddenly your Portnoy comes through and goes "Ta-da!" and smacks him.
Yeah,
We are the night.
cool, that's me.
Okay. Yeah. Super. Okay. Okay. Then we've got Fentina.
So my Spirit Guardians will hit it again.
Yeah.
So, wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah.
This is any bats in range plus the vampire guy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going to assume that, like, on my turn,
Yeah.
it goes into effect.
So let's say they
It's
all.
easier.
Yeah. They all hit everything.
Okay.
Oh, like, so yeah. Sorry. They've all failed the wisdom saving throw.
They've all failed. Okay. And they all take. Let me roll. 13 damage each.
Gosh, okay, right, yeah, okay. Well, so the bats in front of you, they're all dead. And so is and I guess he's got some in front of him as well, so they're dead as well.
Nice.
So yeah, let's get rid of. Right, okay.
That was just natural stuff
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
And can't do any concentration spells. Cool. I will try and cast command on the vampire guy.
Okay.
I command to drop all his weapons. I say drop.
Okay.
He has to take a Wisdom saving throw against 13.
Okay. Let me just do that one here. Sorry, it's been the right characters.
And he spends his whole turn doing this.
Saving throw, and then just check one here. You get, say, 17.
So he passes, so it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
okay. Yeah,
So he
yeah.
just laughs it off. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Ah, you fool! You can't command me to do that. Who do you think you are?
You'll be
saying
every word.
Yeah.
So that was, most of my go. And then I don't do anything with my bonus action. So that's me done.
Okay.
Just standing here with my spirits.
He,
Everybody.
as a reaction,
Oh.
he creates a living blood, which is like an ooze, a bloody ooze sort of creature, which appears next to him.
I'll
And
immediately get attacked by the spirit gods. As anything does.
yeah, okay, so
Take a wisdom saving throw.
yeah. Wisdom saving throw.
You just took the wrong turn.
It is
Was he?
an 11.
He fails again.
Fails. Okay, so
So it takes, that's a big roll. 22 damage.
oh gosh, wow. Okay.
I was almost max roll.
Yeah. Okay.
So as soon as he comes into existence, he takes 22 damage.
Okay. Lovely. Right. Okay. So at the start of Veland's turn, he is going to use Rebe Ra, which is basically he can all creatures of the Blood King's choosing within 120 feet must make a Dex saving throw
Or die.
or be hit by his obsidian blade attack.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What's that, sorry?
Yeah.
Dexterity
Dex saving throws.
Saving throws.
I got a 16.
Fails.
Let me check out my.
You were sounding real confident about it.
Yeah, I was, wasn't
I
I?
got a 16.
Steel Defender.
I got a
gets-
critical. Oh no, I got 7.
Portnoy gets
Okay, fails.
a 9 plus 4, a 13. So he fails too.
We've all failed so far.
Uh-oh.
Apart from that.
Dexterity saving throw. 10, 12.
Okay,
They all
yeah, fails. Okay, right, so you're going to take.
What attack is it, sorry?
Just attack with a
it's-
sword. But
Yeah, basically it's a sword attack. So you take. Hold on, let's have a look. I can't add it. Right, so it's 11. No, 2d6 plus 4. Yeah, 2. And there was another one, was it an extra 10 or something, wasn't it? Yeah, 2d6 plus 4 at 10. Yeah, so 2.
Oh, someone's gonna die.
2d6.
I'm gonna be down.
4. 4 at 10 is 14.
14.
plus the extra 4 on it.
So it's 18.
So it's 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah, so. Oh, wait, hold
So
on.
it's 4 plus 4 plus 10. So 18.
Yeah. 18 damage. Jesus Christ.
Already haggard. So 18 damage. Okay, let me do that for my steel boy.
Fuck me, that's a lot.
Okay, and does he take damage on his turn? Is it his turn?
No, I've just been doing it at the start of my
Yours.
turn.
Okay,
Because it's
that's
just an easy
Yeah.
way of doing it, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we all need to take concentration checks.
Oh yeah.
Concentration check.
Well, me and Dandy, because we've
yeah.
got spells that we're concentrating on, which we might now fail.
Okay.
So it's a
Oh,
constitution
nine.
thing, right? But against what? What do we have to pass, though? Well, I got 3, so I'm not passing.
Yeah. So
Ah,
the spirit
wicked.
guardians drops. The
Yours is
burning.
definitely gone.
The burning handle stops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So both of our spells are stopped now.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no!
I lost my concentration.
The tide has turned.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
I'm mostly useless now. I don't want to play anymore.
Okay.
Greg's is here. Game over.
Oh no! I'm really wounded as well. I have to lean on the cleric. For
I can,
some
yeah, I mean, I can heal, but
clerical work.
assuming I'm alive.
I can actually heal too. Don't worry.
And then
Toss myself down.
I've got 1 spell slot left.
amazing. Do you want what I need? I've not put the combat music on, have I? Whoops.
Oh yeah, it's the combat music.
Rebecca Black comes on.
Friday.
Right. How do you want to do this?
Oh, you don't.
I'm ready to die, Chess.
You ready to die?
I am ready to die. As bring it
accept
on.
my death as a goblin.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
Okay, so are you all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So suddenly you hear the thunder and the rain outside get louder, and you hear the slam of a door opening, and suddenly you look and you see Massey loaded. He's got a massive sack on his back full of like bread and cakes. And he charges in and he tosses them across the battlefield to you all. He says, "Eat, my friends, eat!" And yeah, each of you you recover 1d20.
Woo! That's a big range. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah,
old
it's
school
Middle
for
of the
this.
pack, 10.
Where is one?
D20.
Thank you.
13.
13.
4.
Minus 12 somehow. No.
Oh, delicious. I got a little fairy cake there.
Oh, baby, out of the way.
I got
Okay.
a chocolate mouse.
Well, I can't remember who's I think it was just Velam, wasn't it? So is it Silas now?
I
Silence.
think so, yes. How hairy.
So Massey is there with you. He doesn't have any weapons, but he's just sort of he's entered the room and now he's thinking, what have I done?
After I've eaten my cake, I'm going to belch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Belch in the face of Velam. In which I'm doing so, doing a poison spray, which is a Constitution 13. So you need to roll a Constitution saving check.
Yep.
I have to update the.
He passes.
No problem. I'm going to use my bonus action to. Sorry, let me just make sure I can do this.
Yeah! So he's sort of coughing in the smoke and sprayed it in. You vile serpents!
I can spend 1 chi to take the dodge action as a bonus action in your turn. I'm going to do that.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can do any reactions. I don't think I've got too many reactions, but let's have a look.
I don't think you can react to
No,
anything.
I can't react to anything. No, that's fine. Oh,
There's been no action to react to.
okay. Yeah, so you spray him in the face and he sort of coughs, but he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, I'm doing a dodge, so I'm basically preparing for the next
Yeah.
round of attack.
Okay.
Basically, that's my go.
Cool, super. It is on Carrick.
I am terrified and I'm wounded. But thanks to Portnoy's presence, I feel confident. And I'm going to attack. However, this time I will be attacking with Branding Smite.
Ooh.
Let's have a read. Next time you hit a creature with a weapon melee attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams astral radiant strike. So, okay, cool. Not that good, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
So I cast it as a bonus action,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna make a melee attack. And my hammer, glows and hums,
Okay, yeah.
and I 23 to hit.
Amazing. Yep, you've hit.
Yeah, I'm going to deal my damage. That's an 11 plus a d6 of storm damage. 4, so it's 15 points of damage.
Wow.
Plus the branding smite.
Bloody hell.
Just forget that.
Not very good, is it? Well, yeah.
2d6, mate.
An extra 2d6 of radiant damage, and
If he's invisible,
yeah,
becomes visible.
and he starts to shine light now. 2d6 on top of that. Holy smokes.
3D. Oh, wow.
So an extra 5.
20 damage in total.
Wow.
20 damage, and he's glowing.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's it. Right, yeah, okay. He's starting to look.
Sorry, I can attack twice.
Attack twice.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad. 25 to hit. So I only deal 6 more damage.
Pardon me. poison gas.
26 points of damage.
Good lord. Okay, right.
And I go,
Yeah, so we-
oh! And then obviously it's Portnoy's turn. Oh, fuck!
You don't have the prices on that.
Portnoy rolls a
But I can guess.
an 11, so he misses.
Okay. So yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So the Blood King is looking very like his cloak is just like tatters and pieces basically now. He's got sort of blood draining down the side of his head, but he's still determined to fight on.
Can I say?
But yeah.
Succumb to the real master of the night.
That's amazing. It's Fantina, unless Carrick has anything else.
No, definitely anything else.
I'll use my sort of bonus action just to. Well, I don't even know if this uses an action. I'm going to shout at Macy to get out of here.
Yeah.
Macy, thank you, but get out!
Okay.
Just don't put yourself in harm's way.
Okay. So as Massey tries to escape, the doors magically slam shut and lock themselves, so he can't escape.
Okay, well, then I'm going to do Prayer of Healing. Up to 6 creatures of my choice, each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Nice.
So I don't have to roll or anything, but just do it. So we all get 2d8 plus 2 health back.
No,
We all get what? Sorry.
2d8 plus 2 health back.
So that's that. Do you roll that or yeah?
I will roll.
And we all get the same.
And in fact, everybody roll for themselves.
2d8.
Why not?
I'm gonna do it manually because it's funner.
I get 8 plus 2, 10 health back.
I get 12 back.
I get fucking hell.
Did you choose Velan?
D8 plus 2d8 plus 2.
No, 2d8 plus 2.
13. 15. Yeah.
Friends, fight on!
Oh, thank you.
Friends, fight on!
Yeah, thank you.
And that was basically my go.
Okay.
Just healed everyone.
Super.
I tell you what, when you're low HP, I was down to like 5 hit points and now I'm back on 4.
Yeah.
What's
That was awesome.
I was down to 10.
What a round, absolutely.
What a what a kind of crazy.
I am pretty much out of
Let me
spells.
do
I've got a
what?
couple of level 1s left.
Oh yeah, fuck it,
What am I doing now?
Goes to my spell.
Is that your go, Fantina?
That's my go.
Okay. So Velan is Velan and his blood ooze.
I'm feeling in my
so-
fingers.
So I'm going to roll a dice and see who. So the blood ooze is going to attack first, and it attacks Carrick. And it's going to do like a bit of a. It's like sort of a big globular slime of blood, like a slime monster.
Okay.
And he's basically going to like whack you. So let's. So I'll do that. Hold on. I can't see the thing. Hold on. So oh no, come on. That's a 13.
13 misses.
Okay, so it misses. Okay, yeah, it misses.
I dodge out the way.
Dodge out the way. Can you roll me a? It'll be a dexterity saving throw, please.
Of course. That'll be 16.
Ah, good. Well done. Okay, so the blood like pools outwards, but you just managed to dodge it. It was going to try and envelop you in its ooze, but you got out of the way.
I hear the pain in your voice when you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, yeah. Darn it.
good.
Literally, I was like, I need to choose a number before he says it. 15. You went 16. I was like, darn it. Yeah. So then Velan, he flies towards Massey and grapples him and holds him. He's sort of in the air with his wings, like holding him as like a hostage.
No.
And now, if you use like long range attacks to hit him, or any attacks to hit him, you roll at disadvantage.
Oh. Massey has become a meat shield.
Yes.
And obviously, if you fail, you hit Massey instead.
Okay. Good to know.
I think
Yeah.
things are about to get messy.
I think maybe.
Oh.
Oh.
Love your village, do you? Love your villagers, do you? Ha! Try this. Yeah, and so
Recent people kind of die.
that's his turn. So it's Silas.
Silas is going to punch him in the nut.
Okay. Yep.
Thrice.
Thrice. So you need to do 2 attack throws and choose the lowest one. Is that right?
Yeah, it's at disadvantage. We've got disadvantage.
Oh yes, yeah. I do that 3 times.
Yeah.
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 2. First one, I'm not even going to roll another one because that just misses. So second one, so 12 misses, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no point
So
rolling.
you've hit Massey with your first attack.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Second attack. This almost seems pointless.
No.
Okay, 17. So that
Yeah, that hits, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so roll
Good.
another one to see if it hits. And 21.
Yeah, that
So
hits.
the second one actually does hit.
Yeah, super nice.
So it's only 1. Sorry. 'cause
So
it's-
one that's hit Massey and 2
No, it's only 1 because it's a disadvantage. So I've got to roll 2 dice
Yeah.
to for only 1
I
hit.
see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
the second attack, the second hit is 18. So that hits. So if this is another hit, it's a 1 hit.
Yeah.
18 again.
Cool,
Perfect.
nice. So you got 1 on Massey and 1 on Velan, is that what we're saying?
No, 1 on Massey, 2 on Velan.
2 on Velan, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Okay, the one on Massey first.
Yeah.
His head explodes.
Oh god.
8.
Okay, yeah, 8 damage. Lovely. Okay. You sort of smacked him around the face.
Sorry,
But
mate.
he's, watch where you're punching!
10 and 6, so 16.
Cool, lovely. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely. Yeah, Velan's starting to look tired now. And he's getting really, really cross.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
I'm cross. Very cross.
Will you never stop? Who's this Lord Bloodstone to you anyway? Cool, and then it is Kedrick.
I don't know what to do.
Murder.
Murder.
Murder him.
Murder him, you say?
Murder the vampire.
I guess.
Kill him.
Oh, what can I do? What can I do?
Hit him with a stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sorry.
With a stick.
I'm gonna run up to him and hit him.
What about the sword you got?
Yeah, I've been using it to be fair. Yeah, I'm gonna try a hit.
Okay.
Oh no. It's a 14.
Is it 14 hit or no?
No.
That's
Massey.
not,
You've
not
hit
with
Massey.
disadvantage either. So it's a 10 actually.
Well, you've hit Massey.
Okay, yeah.
So Massey's gonna take the following damage. 11 damage.
Okay,
Oh, fuck,
yeah.
That's a big roll.
Yeah, poor
That's the
Massey.
max roll.
He's really. What did you hit him with?
That's my mace.
Okay. You smacked him with a mace, and he's sort of a bit dazed and oh, really? I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because I get 2 attacks, I'm gonna try again.
I might be an orc, but you can still hurt my soul.
No.
There you missed.
Yeah, that's a 13. So I hit him again. Oh wait, ignore this roll. I've accidentally rolled a crit on my second one. But the damage for this one is another 9 points of damage to Massey.
Oh gosh.
Stop moving!
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Massey's really not looking good.
Steel Defender. It's coming in. He's gonna try and attack. Oh fuck. With disadvantage. So it's a 1. Oh no! 2d8 plus 3.
Oh gosh.
It's a lot of damage.
It is.
So that's 16 points of damage to him from a Steel Defender. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. It's not that. It's less than that. Hang on. Get the fuck away from me! It's 1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
So I deals 10 damage to him.
10 damage. Good grief. Right. Okay. Yeah. Massey's
Hanging in.
Massey's really not okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I go, pull it, no, you
Yeah.
idiot!
Well, good job, everybody. Beat the crap out of Massey.
Yeah. It is Ventina's turn.
Yes.
Massey is yeah.
I am going to cast command on. I'm going to try and cast command on him again.
Yeah.
Telling
Yeah.
him to drop everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, Drop.
Okay.
Let's see if it works.
Is it Constitution? Is it Constitution?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Sadly.
Yeah, he rolls an 8.
He fails.
Cool, right,
Which means
okay.
he has to spend his turn.
Yeah.
The target drops whatever it's holding, and then it ends its turn.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he'll spend his turn just dropping
Stuff. Okay, right. Amazing. Okay, yeah. So Velan drops Massey, who falls to the floor in a heap. He drops his sword and he drops the Bloodstone axe onto the floor. And he also, you didn't know this, but his wings were actually an artifact, and that falls off, and he falls to the floor. And he's prone.
Sick.
Does the thing that made his wings happen? Is that a thing we could maybe pick up?
Yeah, if you want to. Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's
Gives you
your
flying.
go again. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, when I did the command, I was like, Massey, get to the corner, hide somewhere.
Yeah, Massey starts to like slowly crawl to the corner. He's really like he's not good. He's been so beaten up. He's like, just and slow. You know, his movement speed is really slow because he just
Crawls past me. I look at him.
yeah. And just thankful that Velan is also like lying on the floor next to him. Like, yeah,
I guess I'll go for some punches.
yeah.
Punches in bunches.
There's not a whole lot of variety with them.
Obviously, you are no longer at disadvantage. So Massey has been dropped. So, and I don't know if someone's prone. Is there like
You get advantage.
You
You
get
get
advantage? Okay, yeah.
No, it's
So-
really easy to hit him.
So it's basically the same but opposite.
Yeah.
So first one doesn't actually hit.
You accidentally punched the Massey again.
Okay, 18.
Yeah,
the
hits.
highest.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll again just in case you can get a crit. Because you
Yeah.
can roll twice, can't you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth doing just to see if you do get a crit. Second one hits. It's 22.
Cool, nice.
And the third one, 16 is the first roll, but I'm going to go again. 18. So all three hit, but no
Cool.
crits.
Okay, lovely.
First damage is 6.
Yeah.
Second damage is 11.
Good lord.
Third damage is 8. So 25 damage in total.
Yeah. Okay. Velan is sort of starting to look like a bit of a bloody mess on the floor now. He's really not in a good way, and he's sort of you literally just stand over him and just pound him to oblivion. And he's still there, but he's just not very good now.
Excellent, that's my go.
Cool.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I want to find the thing that gave him the wings.
Okay. Yep.
I want to pick it up. And
Yeah.
see if I can activate it.
Super. Okay. Roll an investigation check.
22.
Yeah. Okay. So you roll Velan over, and you see it's almost like a backpack. A backpack. A backpack. Yeah. Yes. So in as soon as you do you equip it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as soon as you put it on, huge wings, like shadow wings, sort of expand from it, and it soars and takes you up into the air.
I am become death!
I would say it's probably my action and everything, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I just like use my movement to fly.
Yeah. You're like up near the chandelier.
The Steel Defender doesn't even attack because I'm too distracted.
Yeah, you're just like you're having such a lovely time, and with your wings.
Yeah, that's
cool.
my go.
That's awesome. Just fulfilled one of his dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Fentina, who's over to you?
I've mostly used all of my spells, so there's not a lot I can really do anymore.
Yes.
I am going to just... I think I'll take a shot at him with my crossbow.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm still pretty close to him,
Yeah.
but I'm just going
Is he prone?
So how close? I was going to say.
You get disadvantage.
I was going to say. Should we just say it's a normal roll because you've got advantage, but you get disadvantage?
I'll
Is that
I'll
fair?
go and stand a bit back,
Okay. Yeah.
so I'm just shooting him normally.
Yeah.
So that's disadvantage.
No, I don't get disadvantage.
Because it's I was
There's
gonna,
nothing that gives me disadvantage, but I also don't get advantage.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you should do it like a normal roll. Yeah.
If he's laid down and you ranged attack him, it's disadvantage.
Why?
Because he's far away and he's laid down.
Okay.
I've played D&D in the York tunnels.
I was thinking it was because he was close. Like,
No, it's
He's
like
too
it's
close
kind of
to
thing because in
Oh, okay.
in
Well, I'll
melee,
just stand within 5 feet of him then.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Well, then
Wow.
you probably get a penalty for being really red.
Which means it's a normal attack.
Yeah, just do a normal attack. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I just rolled it. I feel like it was a good roll. Is it on the game log?
Let me have a look.
I think it was like a 20.
Yeah, you rolled a 20.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah,
Hits, yeah.
it hits you. Yeah.
And then I do 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, the crossbow bolt hits him in the shoulder, and he's starting to bleed out of his shoulder, and he's starting to try and get up. Okay. Yeah. He's very shaky on his feet though.
Yeah, that was basically my go.
Cool. Okay.
In fact, I'll use my bonus action to just move. Well, don't even need to do this. Yeah, I use my bonus action to disengage.
Yeah. Cool.
So I kind
That's
of
fine.
walked up to him, shot him.
Can anyone
Disengage.
can anyone disengage? Or is it an ability you have to have? Just to check.
Oh, that's a good shout, actually.
It should say actions in combat,
Okay.
but it's if
Bonus
it's not as a
action.
bonus.
And I'm happy
action,
to allow
it's
it,
an
but because he's not really fully up yet, so he's like,
Yeah, it doesn't say it on here, to be fair. Well, either way, I'm just going to move out of the way.
yeah.
Oh, no, actions in combat, yeah, disengage.
action. So
Okay.
it's an action.
That's fine. So, so
Not to be the
all,
rules police.
so he's with his last ounce of energy, he's going to do Rebbe Ra, which is again basically like he sends a massive sort of vampiric wave towards you all.
Has he stood up?
Yeah, he's stood up now, and it says all creatures of the Blood King's choosing within 120 feet that he can see must make a Dex saving throw, or be hit by the Obsidian Blade attack. And he chooses you three. Massey is behind him, so he can't. So you can't see Massey, but you can see the three of you.
I rolled a 4.
I got a 9.
Oh, what we're doing deck, sorry.
Yeah, Dex saving throw. Okay.
Oh, it was on. Annoyingly, it was on 22 and then rolled over to a 6, so 12 in total.
Okay.
Oh, and my guy.
We're all hit.
I just
Yeah, you're all hit. Yeah. So let's do
all-
2d6. It was 2d6 plus 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big roll!
It is
21.
21.
21.
Oh yeah.
10 necrotic damage, right? That you had on.
Oh yeah.
So 31 or was it 20?
21 damage. Oh! Oh, yeah!
I don't know.
Hiya!
Oh gosh.
Jackie!
Oh no.
I can't need new recipe!
Portnoy.
Portnoy!
All the way down.
It slices through his armor and it sends it flying into the air. And the dead rat's body's just like, and I'm like, it all happens in slow motion as I'm flying. I'm like,
Oh yeah. I guess you're up in the sky.
yeah.
Yeah.
As I get slashed and I'm falling through the air in slow motion as well. You're just gonna be like,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
licking my lips.
Like,
Okay.
Portnoy's no more.
Let's have a look at.
Character death.
Pornoy, yeah.
Portnoy.
Pornoy.
Oh, Portnoy.
Okay. And his. Yeah. His blood creature has just disintegrated on the floor, and but Velan is like at the head of the table, breathing heavily, and he's got sort of blood pouring down his face, and he's used all of his strength to try and attack you. You don't even know what this does, do you?
No!
Well, all of my victims' souls are kept within this sacred blade. You wouldn't have any idea what to do with it. You'd probably be consumed yourselves. How can you call yourselves heroes when you don't even know what such an artifact does? Ah! He's just sort of like leaning against the table at the end, just like.
Alright, nerd.
But yeah, he's and that's the end of his turn.
Cool.
Yeah, he's shouting at you, getting cross.
I'm very cross.
Of course.
I'm very cross with you guys.
Maybe we could discuss terms of your surrender.
I'm still fine.
What would these terms be?
You die. Now you surrender your life.
You killed the jailer.
Hand over the axe and surrender. We will spare your life.
20 gold. No, fuck off.
That sounds good.
I fly down. I'm assuming like we can break.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I fly down and
Combat's
pick up
broken. Yeah.
I'll
Let me
until
do
a long
the.
rest and then I'll be able to do it again.
Okay. So, going to somewhere else. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Velan. Yeah. He's just. Yeah. I don't know. What sort of terms? You want me to hand myself over?
Aye. It's the only way out for you now. Hand yourself over. Give over the items and the power. And perhaps you can be spared your life.
Are the people trapped inside?
Yeah, they must be
Recoverable.
freed. Their souls must be freed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He is. There's a.
Except the orcs, don't free them.
It's only one way to break the spell's power. You must break the Bloodstone. But if you touch it, you'll be consumed.
Can you break the Bloodstone for us, please, as part of our terms?
And what in return do I get?
Your life.
Seems reasonable. Yeah. So Velan lifts up.
That's fair. The snake is a very fair person.
So Velan picks up the Bloodstone axe with the last of his power, and he raises it above his head, and he, instead of like you would with an axe chop, he does it that way, so you've got the stone sort of poking out there, and he brings it down hard onto the table, and there's the sound of like lightning as the stone hits the table and shatters into 3 separate pieces. And then all of a sudden, there's like a whirlwind blows through, and sort of there's chaos. Like you hear, like sort of feels like the very essence of like nature is sort of being twisted and manipulated and sort of put back together. Like this stone has sort of been warping reality, like sucking everyone in, and now. Suddenly, it's like you just see all of these red sort of light balls flying out here, there, and everywhere, as if it's like returning people back to where they were. There's one final one that Velan's at the head of the table, and in front of him materializes Lord Bloodstone, as he was on the night that you last saw him, you sort of can see out of the broken windows as well that the town is now overrun with an army of orcs because they've all been sucked in there, and they have finally so they've sort of time travelled. They're like sort of thousands of years in the future.
Oh, so they've like returned in material form.
Yeah.
Their soul.
Absolutely. Massey's sort of sitting beaten at the window, but like sort of has like a glimmer of it in his eyes of like hope and sort of wonder at what's happening, because all his kind who are wiped out are like now returned back to the realm.
Are they immediately attacking the village, or are they just pretty chill?
They're just like they're sort of like chilling out. Like they're just,
Massey, perhaps you could go and talk to your orc brethren.
yes.
And tell them how welcoming and inclusive we were to your kind.
Absolutely, of course. Yes, I'll be off. And he sort of hops out the window and sort of is sprinting down the drive towards the town.
Cool.
I turn to the Bloodstone dude.
Yeah, Lord Bloodstone, yeah.
What time's dinner?
Well, I'm sure we could have everything together quite quickly. I'm sure there's leftovers. Let's go and have a look at the kitchens. Yeah.
Where's Officer Barker? Is he?
Right here, numbnuts! I'm back again.
I think you need to put this one in jail.
Absolutely. He's been a very naughty boy. Come on. And he sort of brings these handcuffs, they're sort of like dog collars, and he like slips them over his wrists and that cuffs him up. He sort of summons these sort of magical white spirits to like sort of carry Velin out, sort of because he can't walk himself. He's just absolutely decimated. Yeah, basically. We're gonna lock you up for good, buddy. You think 1,000 years is a long time? You're never getting out of that jail. So it carries him out.
Nice.
Who are my? Huh. Lord Bloodstone is sort of bewildered by it all. My precious Bloodstone axe has been destroyed. Oh, good Lord. But I suppose it's for the best, but it was my family heirloom.
Well, that bloke's your family.
Yes, I didn't know it, but everything that happened I heard whilst I was inside the stone, and he's my great-grandfather who smited those orcs all those years ago. Oh, good gracious. I'm so sorry, I need to find someone new to take over this place. I'm no longer worthy to call myself a Bloodstone or call myself benefactor of this town.
Bugsy.
I got the wings. Look at these bad boys.
Would you consider staying?
Aye, for a bit at least, until maybe we find somebody more permanent. It depends if I'd like to go travelling. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure we could set something up. There's plenty of rooms here in the manor. Lots of comfy beds, lots of the most delectable food you could ask for. If you want whatever you'd like. I don't really know what you eat, but birds, rats.
I think I'd rather die than stay. I have a thirst for adventure.
Well, I'm sure we can pack you up and set you off on your way.
I'm going to take the remnants of that gem then, thank you.
Well, it's very handily split into 3 pieces. Perhaps you could take it. The power no longer exists inside it. It's been smashed. So, whatever you could use it for forging weapons or for just to have a nice bauble around your neck. Whatever you'd like to use it for. And I have a whole stash of gold that you could have, each of you. I'm happy to give you as much gold as you need. I won't be in any of use of it. I'm leaving.
Where are you going to go?
Well, I don't know. Go and see the world. Go and see Avalonia in its whole beauty.
I'd stay out of the occult side. It's horrible there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, thank you. Perhaps I may accompany you on your travels.
I've heard that the bottom is quite corrupt at the minute as well, so really just stick to where you are.
Okay.
Just actually want to maybe go more north.
Stick to the west and the north. We'll do that. Yes. Well,
Hey, there's a lovely 2-3 mile stretch though. Yeah, that's lovely.
yeah.
Stay around there.
I'll go and become a farmer or something. Do something good with my life. Well done, faithful heroes. Thank you so much. Thank you for rescuing my kingdom and my realm. We are ever indebted to you. The first thing I'll do, I'm knocking down that statue in the middle of town. I'm going to erect one of all of you. Erect. That's a funny word, isn't it?
Quite ironic coming from an old man.
Yes, well, indeed, yes. He starts to cry a little bit.
Oh, you miss her.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I say, let's start the festivities, servants. Some servants pray at the door. Let's go down and have a great party.
I look at the servants. Are any of them slicked back hair, pale, high cheekbones, vampire looking? Because they might just be further distant relatives.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All of them.
Roll an investigation check.
I rolled
or perception. Is it perception?
A 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't really see anyone. You don't think you think it's probably all safe, but there's nothing that you see immediately that shows that. Yeah. Yeah.
This is solved forever.
So you so the servant and the king, and he has what are they called? It's like a big, you know, the things they carry on their shoulders.
Yeah.
So he orders some of those, and he gets some servants to carry them, and you're all sitting on your own sort of little throne atop their shoulders, and he commands them to parade you all the way down to town. And when you get there,
Thousands of orcs.
yeah, basically, yeah, you see like thousands of orcs sitting there, like in Madame Vashta's bar, and it's sort of they've found Massey's bakery just like open, and they're all just sort of helping themselves and loving eating all the food, really sort of relieved that they're no longer in a battle, but very confused, and there's lots of sort of looking at certain bits of artifacts, and like loads of the buildings they've never seen any of this construction, or like all the artifacts in the artifact shop. It's like the internet. It's like new sort of technology to them. They're just used to sort of the Bronze Age stuff, and there's all this stuff. So they're just sort of having a really lovely time, and are now the main population of Blindman's Barrow. So
Amazing.
yeah. So you're going to go off adventuring.
Yes.
Okay. You think you might
I'm
stay?
going to stay and set up the community and help these people, I think.
Awesome.
We need to build this town up.
Fantastic. That's exactly what we need. A community-spirited person who's willing to serve and heal and do good things and not rule over it in a just awful way that I have all these years.
I've been keeping the illegal animal fighting, though.
Well,
Quite like that.
it's your town now. Here, and he takes off his hat and he gives you this hat.
Hey! You got the hat!
I do have another hat of mine, but I used to send Velan into the village wearing it to disguise him so no one would know that I was placing bets on the animal fighting. But if anyone would like it, here it is. And he produces a cowboy hat with a big purple feather sticking out of it. If anyone would like it.
Unbelievable.
Otherwise, I will just get rid of it. No, okay, right, that's fine. He just chucks it to one side.
That thing's done too much evil.
And my young goblin friend, what do you think you might do with your?
Is it, what time of day is it? Is it night?
It's sort of like starting to become evening, yeah. So
I look up to the changing sky and go, I belong to the night now. And I pick up Portnoy, my wings unfurl.
yeah.
And I say, farewell! And I take off into the disappear, heading towards the moon. You just hear,
Yeah, you just see your silhouette like careering across the sunset.
Yeah.
It's like
Still convinced you're a vampire.
100%.
it's so good. I love it. Oh man.
Like early in the campaign, he's like, have I been bit? He's like, yep, you're a vampire now. I was like, oh god.
Oh, amazing. I belong to the night now. Yeah, and Blindman's Barrow, now filled with new residents to fill some of the empty homes. It was a dying town, now full of life, full of bustle, and building starts happening, and the town begins to prosper.
Yay!
Amazing.
Yay!
Gotta say.
That was great.
Oh, thank you.
One shot in one shot.
I was really.
Well played, man. That was fucking cool.
Thank you. There was so much stuff that like I didn't realize how much I'd make up on the fly as well.
Yeah.
Like